And now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it.
True internet suffer depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. If I can circle back, I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 298 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
And with you guys, drinking some beers, talking about what's going on. Guapo is back. He has turned, 49 or something like that, your birthday last week?
Dude, I'm the same age as you.
Oh, I don't know what that means. I mean, you're 42 or 43, I'm guessing.
43.
Okay, so you're a little bit older than me, but not much.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, November, I'll be 43.
Okay.
And it's hilarious. We just decided we were going to start doing 8 o'clock instead of 7:30 because of Brian's VFW obligations.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I got home early, so.
I thought it was hilarious. Like, I got some time. I'll go ahead and start this hunter's education course so I can go deer and bear hunting this year.
Yeah.
And at 7:30, Brian's like, I'm ready. I'm like, Jesus, of course. But we're getting started at 8 o'clock anyway, so it works out.
Yeah, it all works out.
This course is so annoying. It reminds me of being in the Navy, taking those freaking computer tests because you couldn't go to the next slide. Like there's a timer, so you didn't just click through. And I read fairly quickly, so I read all the information. I'm even taking freaking notes, and I'm sitting there looking at the timer with a minute left before I can go to the next page. Like, oh my God. And so far it's all crap that the Navy taught me anyway.
Right.
Like never point at anything you don't intend to fire. Keep your finger off the trigger until ready to fire. Keep it on safe, all that stuff. But I get it. Not everybody had the luxury I did of have it pounded in my head by the United States Navy.
Right.
All right. Couple big things happened. We will definitely get into that. What happened in Minnesota, but we do have a format that we follow here. So first, we got the follow-up.
Yeah.
That Cincinnati, Ohio beatdown that went viral that we've talked about a couple times. I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. The police union has had a vote of no confidence in the mayor because
what's that mean? I mean, nothing's going to happen to the mayor. I mean, they don't have any say-so in the mayor getting kicked out or anything like that. Recall.
Correct, but it was the police union unanimously saying we don't trust you, and you're no good for the police and law enforcement here.
Well, also too, it need to be the DA too, because sometimes the DA they just don't prosecute crimes.
Correct, and they're bringing charges up against the guy who got his ass whooped for slapping the guy.
I guess if you're gonna be illegal with everybody,
True,
but we get simple assault.
But that's all we saw. Yeah, simple assault. But that's all we saw. We didn't see anything before that led up to that slap. So for all we know, he got punched in the face 6 times before the cameras got turned on. That's why the cameras turned on for the slap. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't know. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I understand you can't be striking people, but that does not warrant 6 people beating you unconscious and continuing to stomp you when you're down and then knocking out 2 other people.
Yep.
This next one here, I stumbled across. Then maybe 2 hours later, Brian, I came across your feed. I'm guessing because you shared it shortly after What's going on with this Jan 6 thing?
Yeah, Ashley Babbitt is being buried with full military honors, and the left is having a cow over it.
Yeah, why wouldn't she be buried with honors?
Because she was a terrorist.
That's terrorism. What was
that's
terroristic
what
about
I
it?
was literally. They had a post on Facebook from the Daily Press. That's our local newspaper here in the Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads area, and all the comments were on there. There was no the death benefits. It was all she's a terrorist. This is why I won't vote for Trump. This made me forget how Trump was bad president.
What makes her a terrorist?
She got into the Capitol building. She tried to riot.
She didn't.
Trespassing.
She didn't get into the Capitol building. She was shot through the neck outside the Capitol building.
I mean, she was in
We're
the
talking about uninformed people that don't know what the real details are on this.
Well, that's what gets me is there's so much hubbub going on with Jan 6 still to this day. But no one gave a shit about the Summer of Love when entire cities were burned to the ground and roads were blocked to stop emergency vehicles from coming in. Tons of people died because of the Ahmed Arbery, even though everyone says George Floyd. But they started before George Floyd. How come all those people aren't terrorists? And not to mention all these people that were involved that got charged with it and got pardons anyway, for the most part, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
it seems kind of crazy to me. This one here, I was waiting for something like this to happen. I didn't want to. Jesus Christ, I got way too many tabs open. I didn't want to say anything about it because I wasn't sure exactly how tariffs work, honestly. Does the importer pay it when they import their goods?
Yeah, you have to pay
Typically,
like
yeah.
something like, hey, how much you got? What the good? You have to pay a certain amount of price.
Yeah.
But you
And I
still
thought
sell
this
it
was
for-
rebutted as like not really happening too.
The tariffs?
No, the postal service is shutting down shipments of packages.
Well, India and several in Europe apparently are going to be stopping, or at least suspending shipments to the United States when they figure out these tariffs. I'm like, what do you mean figure it out? Like, if you do it upon import, isn't that when you would pay this tariff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have to be on the docks, and once again, the dock, they have to be calculation stuff, and that's what I think the IRS should do. You know, go calculate the stuff.
Well, don't we already have tariffs on most nations before Trump got into office anyway?
No, not really. Like
I
we
think
could
we did
sell.
tax. I think we did tax all imports, just not much.
Yeah,
Maybe.
depend the percentage and stuff like that.
Like
But
China
before-
didn't. China didn't do anything like this when Trump raised the tariffs in his first term and Biden left him in place.
Yeah, because I think it was a simple number. It's like, okay, oh, or they were sending to Vietnam, bypass it, or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Send
yeah,
it
you
to
could, I suppose.
Vietnam, the Vietnam be like, oh, we don't got tariff against the U.S. So that's why there was another deal about it.
Well, I don't think this will last long because these nations may complain about these tariffs, but they still want to sell goods to the Americans, right?
Well, they should pay their taxes too, like everybody else.
Yeah, which is funny. I recently put something out on social media. And yeah, it was a smart ass point, but I was actually looking for an answer.
Mm.
I was asking, how are these illegal migrants paying their taxes? Because I keep hearing they're tax paying people. So how are they paying their taxes without social security numbers or worker ID numbers?
Yeah.
Right. They're lies.
Yeah, and the only thing that make my sister's like, oh, I think there's something called like the INI or whatever, and
Yeah,
I
if
was
they're
like,
legal. If they're legal.
yeah, I was like, so that's a worker ID number that you're getting. I was like,
Mhm.
otherwise you're outing yourself as illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And one guy was super honest, like, I think they mean sales tax. Well, that doesn't fucking count. That's still tax evasion if you're only paying sales tax, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And sales
why-
tax
That's
isn't
why
federal,
Trump
as I
starts
believe.
charging, like when you start shipping money to Mexico or whatever, you start paying taxes on that.
Yeah, that's tough to track, though. How are you going to prove
No,
someone's
no.
sending money to another country?
No, because you go to Western Union and you're like, hey, I want to send this much money over there. Okay, cool.
Sure,
Yeah.
Why don't you just send a money order or check then?
It gets there faster and it's more reliable.
More
If you
reliable.
think
You
our
can
postal
get on the
system
minute.
sucks, what do you think about the Mexican postal system?
Yeah, then you just cancel the check or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those families
mean,
are dependent
they-
on the money. El Salvadorians need our money.
Wapo's family
Yeah.
needs our money.
That's how he knows how the system works because he's sending
Yeah.
money down there all the time.
No,
Why don't you just have a short bank account with their name on it and move so much money to that account when you want to do it then? You know what I mean?
No, I need to have well, I don't got dual citizenship, but yeah.
Venmo.
No, that too.
I mean, I'm just saying there's a million ways to move money around these days. It's not
Okay.
hard, you
Not
know?
that. But
Fuck, set up
you
a
know when you go
PayPal
to
account.
Salvador, you don't use Google Map or Apple Map. You use what's the name of the app for traffic? Cell.
Waze? Not
Waze.
Waze.
Yeah, they use that over there.
For transferring money?
No, to drive around. It's just like different apps or different things and stuff.
Does
They don't-
Google not work
They don't
there?
got Zelle. They don't got. I think they got Apple Pay probably. Or,
Zelle is a U.S. thing. It's and the banks don't even like it because they're not making any money on it. So
Yeah, they're not getting their cut of money being moved.
exactly, they don't like that.
well,
I'm just saying it's easy to move money. It really is. Like even if it's just a matter of opening a Swiss bank account and having two names on it and moving money into that account. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But is he already going to take a leak?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, we're less than 10 minutes in. We're gonna have to remind him to get his prostate checked.
Or get a diaper.
Yes. Just get a bottle and pee in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? I don't care about this next one and follow up, honestly. MSNBC's Delanian saying that the FBI and CIA have been completely politicized, pushing
Yep.
untrue things about the Russian investigation.
Haven't been politicized since forever now.
Yeah, isn't that what the whole thing was, politicizing this crap to try to
Yeah,
keep
like
Trump
after
out of office the first time?
Russia investigation. Yeah, they've been politicized.
Yeah, that Hillary Clinton signed off on when she was running against him. Like, hey, we should just tell everyone that he's a Russian agent. My favorite was when they said he's been a Russian agent since the 80s. I was like, so he worked for the Soviet Union?
Mm.
The Soviet Union fell in what, like 94 or something?
91 and 92.
Yeah, okay. 90s either way, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Hey Brian, man, you need to get your prostate checked or something?
Yeah, all the time.
Well,
I went to go make a drink. I'm not.
Oh, okay. I thought you
I'm
were
not
peeing
breaking
already.
the seal yet. I went and made one more Captain and Coke before I switched to beer.
Breaking the seal. I've heard that so many times.
I wonder why.
I guess I'm lucky because I guess I got a Ziploc. Like I don't know. It's not even like once you pee, you got to pee more with me. It's just the fact that I keep pouring beer in. You know what I mean? It's going somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, Resendez.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's some sort of Hispanic name.
Mm.
I don't know. I've seen the picture of the young lady. She appeared to be Hispanic, but for all I know, she was Indian, and I don't want to come across as racist here, you know?
I don't think they got the R in the language, do they?
Who? That,
Oh, this the girl
Spanish?
that goes dead. Yeah, I think she's Filipino, something like that.
oh, okay. Okay, there you go. I thought it was something like Hernandez, but Resendez. But
Yeah, I think it's a Filipino mix.
Okay, yeah.
she was the Navy sailor that was found behind a dumpster behind a school or something, right?
Yeah, but she's been missing for a while.
Yeah. Her cause of death has been ruled undetermined, and that is unacceptable and unsettling.
Yes, exactly.
Like, something in her body failed to cause her heart to stop beating, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's probably going to get put into cold cases and disappear because of this.
Oh yeah. Well, they left NCIS in charge of it, and I don't care what you say. What happens on those TV shows is not real life.
Trust me, I know it's not real. If I have spoken to real NCIS, anyway, but yeah, I'm actually rewatching the TV series from the beginning because the early episodes were fun because they actually went on ships and did stuff. But yeah, I spoke.
Well,
to
Jag was really good too at the beginning. You know, he's landing jets on carriers and flying helos.
The lawyer pilot.
Yeah. He kept all his hours up on helicopters and jets.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. But yes, I spoke to Jag once because this girl accused someone of rape. So I called NCIS and they were speaking to me, which was a ton of fun when my freaking chief shows up to, like, what's going on? I was like, oh, great. It's like, now I get to deal with this in my command. Obviously, they called my command, right?
Yeah.
But I remember they specifically asked, like, do you think this happened? I was like, nope. He's like, well, why'd you call us? I was like, because if it did happen and I chose to ignore it, I'd have been in a lot of trouble.
Yep,
you know?
exactly. That's worse.
And he just looks at me and goes, that's a really good answer. And I was like, plus it allegedly happened on base. What's worse is there was no evidence against the guy she accused who was a shipmate.
Mm-hmm.
And he got transferred across the country over this. So I was like, great, we just fucked this guy's career up
Yeah.
because some broad felt like she wasn't getting enough attention, you know?
Mm.
She wanted to make me feel bad because she was pretending to be asleep in my car. And I was like, fine, fuck you, and just closed the door and walked away.
Right. Smart move.
Yeah. Jeez, I think I was a fireman at the time, maybe a third class. Anyway, lighter news. Mark Teixeira, or TX, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Anyway, he was a former MLB star. Never heard the name myself, but he is running for Congress in Texas.
Okay.
So I don't know. Who's up running on the Republican ticket? Republican ticket.
Hispanic running on a Republican ticket. Is that a thing?
No,
Actually, more and more lately.
I don't even think that. Whatever. This Hispanic guy. I don't see it. It's a nowhere Hispanic unless it's like Aztec shit.
It's interesting you say that. I read somewhere recently that most of the Latin American folks are far less Spanish than you might think.
Yeah.
Because most of the folks that came here from Spain way back in the day interbred with the natives.
Yeah. Mestizos.
You didn't see as much of that with the Europeans that went to the United States, what is now the United States.
Yeah, because okay, you have to remember when the native, the settlers came over. The black, I'm sorry, what's the name of the plague that killed every Native American?
Smallpox.
Smallpox killed a lot of Native Americans in this area. So
Yeah,
that's why it's empty.
They had
They
good
had
blankets,
zero.
though.
Huh?
They had good blankets, though.
Yeah. So it's like you travel from Central, the Caribbean, Central, all the way to North America. So that's why they wipe out half of the population. So
Yeah.
what happened to, and also back in the Americas used to hunt a lot of buffalo. Well, the buffalo was unchecked. The population was kept under control. And that's why it was a mass quantity of buffalo. And that's why you see the stampede in the movies and stuff with the buffaloes, the bisons.
Well, they
That's
hunted
not-
them to near extinction, though.
No. This is before the hunting.
Yeah. Once they got rifles, they hunted them to near
Yeah,
extinction.
yeah. Well, there's a thing like it got it got so much the population wasn't unchecked by the Native Americans, so it was just like the stampede you see in the movies. That's not natural. That's not part of like it should be like that. It's supposed to be like random bison here and there.
It's
And
interesting you say
Native
something
Americans
because
used to push them to a cliff and let them like
fall off. Yeah.
yeah.
It's interesting you say that because there's a place less than a mile from my house where the last buffalo was shot in West Virginia.
Mm.
There's like a memorial and everything.
Oh wow. Bison.
On the smallpox blankets, Brian, I want to point out to everyone because everyone says, "Oh, we brought them this to kill them on purpose." Germ theory didn't exist until like midway through the 1800s.
Oh, okay.
We had no idea as a species that you could transport germs in a blanket.
That's too bad. We should have known that earlier.
I mean, we understood that you could, like, if you launched a dead cow over a castle wall and let it rot, people would die. But
you guys ever get the smallpox shots?
Yeah, I
yeah, I
did.
got it when I joined the Navy. They gave me a smallpox shot.
No, the one that stab you like a
Yeah, they stabbed you multiple times.
Dude, I had rabies shots, dude.
no.
Yeah.
Like they give me the smallpox shot before I went to the Middle East, and they stab you like 16 times on
Yeah,
the arm.
that's the
And then
smallpox.
and it pulls up, and you can even touch it and stuff like that.
No, yeah.
It spread out all over your body. And every time I woke up, I feel like, oh, did I touch it? I went to wash my hands and stuff.
That was back when they were using live virus for vaccines most of the
They
time.
they still use it. When you go to the Middle East, you have to use that because you can make exposed to it. And this is the inoculation.
Yeah.
And it didn't hurt. It's like getting a tattoo. But the thing is like the maintenance. You have to wait like 2-3 weeks, the things to go away and stuff. I got pictures of it too. Like
Oh, like the bubble shot for PPD, for tuberculosis.
No, the smallpox shot. It's just like a big
I know.
pimple. Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm sure you got the PPD before, right? In the Navy.
Which one is this one?
That was for the bubble shot. They would stick you, and if it bubbled up, you had tuberculosis.
No, I never had it bubble up, so I probably
Well,
did.
that means you didn't have the
Yeah,
tuberculosis.
yeah.
I only ever knew one guy who ever had it bubble up, and we all looked at him like, "Uh-oh."
Oh, she gotta go.
I
Okay,
remember
the
they used to
peanut-
put you in that table in that like a medic's bed. Everybody facing each other, and everybody put the pants down. You could hear people getting shot, like screaming and stuff.
The penicillin shot.
Yeah, and everybody's like, one guy started grabbing my head, like, dude, get the hell out! Don't touch my head. And next thing I get a stab in the butt, like,
Yeah, it's like when my pants are down, I don't want you touching me. Okay.
Yeah.
I never had to get that peanut butter shot.
What?
I'm allergic to penicillin.
Oh, look at you.
But everyone got it. Everyone who wasn't allergic got it in boot camp because you're gonna get sick with people coming from all over the country.
No, I didn't get sick, but they told you if you the top rack, did not jump down from the top rack because you're gonna feel it, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. From what I saw, everybody was rubbing their ass for like 2 days because it was like peanut butter under the skin. Well, no, you don't get sick from the shot. You get sick from being exposed to everyone's germs from their local whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the penicillin was supposed to prevent that. And I ended up getting sick because I didn't get that shot.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Yeah.
you just got inoculated somehow.
All right. I fought it off naturally.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right. Check this out. Argentina is on the hunt for a Nazi war criminal and a painting that was allegedly looted by the Nazis. So anyone who is saying that, oh, you're a Nazi, the Nazis were a real group of people. So let's stop calling everyone a Nazi. But there was some real estate commercial, and in the background in the commercial, there was this painting that was recognized to have been stolen in World War II by Germany because they were famous for looting. So I thought that's pretty cool. Argentina, they took a whole bunch of these guys though, and Brazil and Venezuela did after
No, what's the IRF? No, the IDF, the Jewish.
Israeli Defense Forces,
No, the spy one. They were like going,
Hamas.
this. No.
Not Hamas, Mossad.
Mossad was like killing them and stuff left and right.
Oh, they hunted them down across the planet for decades.
Yeah.
But let's be real, almost everyone who was in World War II is not alive anymore. There's very few left.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they're looking for. This guy, like, who even know who he is? You know.
I have no idea. Argentina is at least looking for the painting and going to find out
Look,
if they can find the guy who brought it with them.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if you guys remember, but several years ago under Biden, he put hundreds of millions of dollars into electric school buses for some school districts.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. I remember we specifically said this is a bad idea for 100 reasons, to include what's it going to take to charge one of these things, how far can one drive, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, repair stuff like that, maintenance.
Well, that's the big issue. Is the company that built these is in Canada, and excuse me, and they've gone out of business.
Oh,
So there's no one to do the maintenance on these, and now they're going back to diesel. So we basically just took that pile of money and lit it on fire.
Yep.
So thank you, Joe Biden. While we're talking about the Biden administration, Trump has just snatched Kamala Harris's Secret Service protections.
Everybody's freaking out about this, but normally the vice
They don't know what they're
president
talking about.
gets 6 months of Secret Service protection, and right before Biden left office, he put an executive order in place giving her longer protection.
Yeah.
He tripled it to 18 months. And
She's married to a well-off guy. She can afford her own protection if that's what she wants.
Yeah.
the DNC can pay for it. That's exactly it. I'm hearing, oh, she's about to go on a book tour. She doesn't get Secret Service. Why should the Secret Service be following her around the country so she could try to sell a book?
Nobody's going to read that book.
No, I wonder how many copies the DNC is going to buy, though, to inflate the numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's supposed to get 6 months. Biden made it 18. And I'm hearing people say, like, oh, Trump's radicalized so many people, they're going to kill her. Like, who? I haven't even heard of threats against Kamala Harris. I haven't seen anyone even cuss her out. Meanwhile, yeah, more than one assassin actually tried to kill Trump.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember the congressman from Mississippi tried to pull Trump's security detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, over this whole felony thing. Is Guapo reading the newspaper when we do this?
No, sorry. No, go ahead. I just like
No, I just thought it was hilarious.
no. It's just I like. Hold on. I got this in the mail. Just like, did I get paper in the mail? I was like, it's a newspaper. Yeah, actually, it's a newspaper.
But yeah, they're saying stuff like how you're supposed to get Secret Service protection. Like Brian's, like you're supposed to get it for 6 months.
Yeah, my vice president. President get it for life.
Yes. I think it's hilarious. And again, they're freaking out about it. So you tried to do the same thing to Trump, and then even after he got shot, you doubled down and tripled down on it. I haven't seen anyone shoot at Kamala, like I said, or even cuss her out.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in Virginia, Brian?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess you guys had a police chase.
Here. Well, we got a couple. We got. Oh yeah, we got several things happening in Virginia. We're never a dull state here. It's not like West Virginia where nothing's happening.
I know. I gotta dig to find stuff here.
We had this stolen car that they tried to avoid the police by going over a bridge and hiding under cars.
Hold on. A drawbridge at that.
Yeah, and the bridge went up. Cars were parked on it, so they got out of their stolen car and tried to hide under cars from people.
So yes, because the cops aren't going to look under a car for you, right?
No, never.
So this is like the second car pursuit I remember from this bridge. Like the first one, the guy jumped off the bridge.
That's a long way down.
It's not off, but like 20, 30 feet probably.
Oh, really? I thought it was more than that.
It is.
No, depends on the tire too. So, but this one, they got arrested. They started in Norfolk. It went to like like at Suffolk, gas, and ended up in Smithfield, and they were headed to Newport News, I think, and that's when they got caught.
So I'm guessing this guy couldn't find anywhere to get up to speed because I'm pretty sure Virginia police won't pursue you in a high-speed chase.
No, but this is the thing. Like the bridge was drawn to. That's a bad thing about bridges, like
drawbridges go up.
Yeah, and they did, and that's where they got caught.
Yeah, and that James River is not the typical traditional that splits in the middle and comes up, right? The whole centerpiece just rises straight up, right?
Yeah,
both sides.
Yeah. I've had to wait for that before to let a ship pass under, and you're just like, oh my god, this is taking it takes like 20 minutes to lift the thing and 20 minutes to drop it, and then you have to wait for the damn ship to pass under it,
Just get a smoke, chill, get some snacks.
Yeah, exactly. Shut your engine off, go out, have a fucking beer.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also why they let you know what time the bridge is supposed to open, so you can take a different bridge. There we go. This next one we actually talked about last week, Brian, didn't we? The wrongful conviction, the second longest man held in prison.
Yeah, because the governor told, Richmond they've got to pay their share of it. The state's already agreed to pay their portion of it, and now the city council is meeting to figure out where they can pull money out of the city budget to pay for this.
How about stop funding protests against the president of the United States?
Does Richmond do that?
Yeah,
I don't know. Richmond's up in Northern Virginia. So, yeah, a law got passed a couple of years ago, I guess, that if someone is getting like a wrongful conviction settlement from the state, of the Commonwealth rather, that the city that put him in prison has to match it. And Richmond's paying $5.8 million. So this guy is getting $11.6 million for spending something like 20 years in prison after a wrongful conviction. Yeah. The money must be nice, but I'd rather have my 20 years of life back,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not to mention, I mean, he was branded a murderer, right?
Nope.
I think it was murder anyway. There's not a whole lot of crimes to spend 20 years in prison for. And here, Brian just shared this one after he actually sent the link out for the show.
Yep. because this happened in Hampton last night. Somebody tried to rob a DoorDash or Eats driver, but the driver was armed too. So there was a shootout.
Bet that went great, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody died.
Was it the driver or the person
Rob.
trying to rob him that got killed?
But I mean, why would you try to rob a Uber driver? Because those people, all those, they're not picking up cash unless it's tip money at the door. Everything's paid for via electronically.
Sorry about that. I just clicked on the live show so I could have a look at anything that's going on over there.
Nothing going on.
No, but this is like, well, criminals are idiots, dude. So idiots are gonna be idiots.
Yeah, well, I mean, for real, who carries cash these days?
Nobody.
Like fishermen is the only people I can think of that carry cash, and I
Probably.
don't know why they do, but they always do.
Yeah,
And
so
not your guy fishing in the stream. I'm talking about professional
fishermen,
commercial fishermen.
Yeah, no, but this is the that remind me of this thing that happened yesterday here in Norfolk. A local police department, Facebook, like, hey, this person found dead on the street. Okay, like, all right, cool. How did he die? Did he got like a heart attack? He got assaulted? He got hit by a vehicle or what? So this guy was like getting upset with me about it. He's like, "Well, you should probably be a detective so you can like." Well, I'm not asking to be in detail, but give me like something like, "Hey, look, like natural causes. It looked like he fell." You know, you don't have to. I still have to be at toxicology and a fucking autopsy to figure out what happened. You know.
Yeah, for all you know, it's a heroin overdose or
Yeah, like does it look like a junkie? You know, like just give me something to go by. I don't have to worry about like, hey, somebody got stabbed. And like, oh shit, now I have to look around. You know, so this guy and I were arguing like yesterday.
want to know why someone died.
Yeah, because like give me more details. Don't just tell me somebody's dead body found here. Like, okay, was it dropped there? They came out of the ceiling or what? You know, just something. You know. Well, it's funny. Funny thing, he's arguing with me. I did not care because I was in Richmond at the time. It's like okay. But I just don't just get a bag of statement like that. Give a little bit. Look like he died for natural causes, so don't worry about it, people. You know.
Well, I mean, people die all the time.
Yeah, I know, but I said like at least like it looked like for natural causes. You know, at the end, like it looked like for natural causes. It wasn't nothing. You know, you had to worry about that he got shot or what. You know, a little bit more detail than just dead body here.
Yeah. And usually you don't just find dead bodies. If it's natural causes, someone usually out in public anyway usually sees it and calls for emergency help,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but this is just a dead body found. Like, okay,
Yeah, well, which means it probably happened in the middle of the night and someone found it in the morning.
probably.
And what were you doing out in the middle of the night? You know,
I mean, probably.
Never anything
I
good.
mean, probably. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, like at least if you don't got a clue what's going on, don't say nothing. You know, like, hey, let's investigate. Like, let's not say nothing until we get kind of like a big idea. Then the toxicology will tell us later on. You know, don't just post something dead body here. Like, okay, why are you supposed to? Like, you gotta panic people. Like, he got robbed, he got stabbed, he got hit by a car, or what?
especially if he's gonna get frustrated at you for asking why. It's like, well, why'd you put it out there?
Yeah. Like, why you put it out there if you don't got information about it? Well, eventually somebody else like, oh, it's a heart related. Like, okay, cool. That's all I want.
Okay. So I wonder if it was from the COVID shot.
I probably.
Here in the Kanawha River, there's an investigation underway. I didn't like the headline because it says 1970 car found in the Kanawha River launches investigation. Yeah, well, so I know tons of guys that have cars from the 70s that, you know what I mean? They collect them or restore them. This car has been in the water for decades.
It got preserved?
Well, not really. They could tell it was in there for decades because it was rusting so much from being underwater.
Well, it depends on the cold water. It can actually preserve better.
Yeah, it's still in the water though, versus like in a garage. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's still oxidate. Some cars to preserve better. Like, I don't know. So what to say?
Well, the fire department was out doing training exercises with divers. and they stumbled across this car and pulled it out of the river. I'm like, oh, we should find out. Immediately called the police, like, what's going on? Because it wasn't like just over like
The road.
the water line. You know what I mean? It was out there a little bit, like someone was going fast and went off the road in a hurry.
Yeah.
So we don't know much more than that at this point. We're probably not going to find much out. For all we know, this could have been a mob hit in the 70s, you know?
Yeah. It's like the
Didn't say
car.
anything.
Like you see, remember that the news about this guy, satellite pictures. Like, is that a car in front of your house? Like, what do you mean? So they like you can see from satellite. There's a car right there in front of your house in the river. You know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't mention if there was a body in the car or not. So for all we know, this could have been an insurance scam.
Probably. Yeah.
You know?
Somebody stole my car.
Yes, exactly. Like, I gotta get rid of this piece of junk.
Is it still part of the what's it called? After like a certain amount of time, you can never get prosecuted no more.
Statute of limitations. It depends on what alleged crime it was, because there's no statute of limitations on murder.
Insurance fraud.
Huh?
Insurance fraud.
I don't know. I have no idea what the
If
statute
there's
is.
a dead body in the car, then
murder
supersedes the car stolen.
Okay.
And one of our justices, Tim Armstead, Supreme Court justice in West Virginia, has died at 60.
That's kind of young.
Yeah, it doesn't give a cause of death, which it's not too young to be natural causes, but it is young enough to ask what happened. You know what I mean?
I'm only 2 years away from that.
Well, I mean, you're an old man, dude. Your heart might explode at any time.
That's why I'm limiting myself to drinking and weed.
Yes, that will preserve your life, dude. The liver is evil. He deserves to be punished.
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. We had a car wreck recently here in West Virginia. Car went off the road and flipped over a couple times. Guy was driving down the road and someone waved him down saying, hey, you don't want to go down this road. Car is off the road and it's smoking. He ran over there as it caught on fire and smashed her window, cut her seatbelt, deflated the airbag, which I was surprised to read that because typically airbags deflate themselves very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But got her out of the elderly woman, got her out of the car before anything horrible happened. And a 9-year-old kid or something like that crossed the street, witnessed it, ran inside and told his mother to call 911.
Nice.
Which these two working together may have saved this woman's life.
Yeah.
The gentleman who jumped out of his work van didn't really want to talk to the news or take any credit. He just said, I just did what I had to do.
Yep.
He said, things happen for a reason. I might have been on that road because I was there to save this woman,
Yeah, definitely. That's cool.
So, it's good to hear there are still good people out there because
they're few and far between.
Well, you know as well as I, if this had happened in California, the dude might have got sued for copping a field pulling her out of the car,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Which I think West Virginia has a good Samaritan law anyway. But you're not going to get sued for something like that. You're not going to get sued if you break someone's ribs doing CPR. They can't. They're not allowed to. Had this in last week, but we never got to it because it was in leftovers. But
well, you moved it over. All right.
Yeah. Well, I meant to put it after the one under it, but whatever.
It's all about California. Both of them are California.
The Ninth Circuit Court actually made a good decision.
Every once in a while, even a squirrel catches a nut.
Exactly. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. The Ninth Circuit Court has ruled that California may not ration out your rights because California tried to pass the law that said you're only allowed to buy one firearm a month.
Right. Because that was their way of getting around the Second Amendment, when the Supreme Court kept saying you can't, people have a right to own guns.
Ammo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Because they tried that, like, we'll just charge 1,000% tax on ammo and make it prohibitively expensive. And yeah, the court was like, no, you can't do that either. So yeah, I mean, and if you can start rationing out rights, oh man, then we're all in trouble, right?
That's right.
Mhm.
Oh, while we're on California, oh, I
Uh-oh.
see why. Oh, both of these actually will roll. Either one will roll into the next topic. There you go. Is he peeing now, or is he mixing another drink? Uh, anyway, the volleyball team in California that has the transgender player on it, the girls' volleyball team,
Mhm.
has had 2 more teams forfeit against them. Uh, it looks like the California high school athletes, the girls, refuse to compete against a biological male.
Yeah.
And remember, this is the team in California. They set up this person for a spike hitting the ball over the net. You gonna take off too and leave me alone? Uh, anyway, set up for a spike and it ended up fracturing a girl's skull on the other side of the net. And this is one of the big issues that people keep bringing up about biological males playing on girls' teams. Jeez, Brian, you leave for a second to do what you're going to do, and as soon as you did, Guapo rolls out.
Oh my word!
It's like I thought if we were going to have 3 guys here, we could at least have 2 here at any given time.
That's kind of the goal.
Yeah.
And he's back now too.
At least he's just getting. At least he's just getting another beer. As soon as he was like, "You're leaving me here alone now." But anyway, yeah, this California volleyball team is the same team that fractured a poor girl's skull with a spike over the net when the male did it, and now every team is refusing to compete against them.
Yeah, I don't blame them at all. I'd rather take the forfeit than deal with that shit.
Yeah, broken.
Well, I'm surprised they're not getting in trouble because a couple of schools or states have disciplined teams for forfeiting for this reason.
Yeah, but I think the DOJ, Trump DOJ is involved in this too. So
Trump DOJ said boys aren't allowed to play in the girls' sports teams.
Exactly. So they're violating the rules. Yeah.
But they're still doing it. Shoot, just like Virginia. There is Fairfax and Loudoun County, maybe.
Yep, they're the two super liberal counties.
Yeah, way up north by DC. I think it's those two anyway. Anyway, they're suing the Trump administration over taking away their funding over the no boys on girls teams, no boys in girls locker rooms, no girls in boys locker rooms. And this is the best part is they said you're not allowed to discriminate based on sex. And it's like, whoa. You're not allowed to discriminate based upon immutable characteristics. If you can go from boy to girl or girl to boy, it's no longer immutable, right? I don't understand why this hasn't been a bigger argument on the higher ups and why I'm the only fucking idiot who thought of this.
I guess when you like too close to the picture, you cannot see the overall image.
Look at Guapo trying to use a metaphor and not coming up with can't see the forest through the trees.
Yeah, well,
that's what you get for not being an American.
No, just saying.
Deport him. Strip his citizenship, send him back. Actually, you know what? I'll crack jokes. I think anyone, even foreign born, even you, Guapo, who served in the military, should get citizenship. I'm even cool when I knew 2 Chinese guys on my first ship that got American citizenship by joining the Navy. And I figure if you're willing to die for the country, then you deserve citizenship, not just a green card. You know? See, I'm not against immigration. I'm just against doing it the wrong way. But anyway, while we're on trans folk, in general, we've been avoiding the shootings thing. But I'm sure everyone heard, especially both of you guys, about this Catholic school shooting in Minnesota. No?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yep. I went and lowered the flag to half mast this morning at the VFW, thanks to President Trump.
Oh, no kidding. He said something about it?
Yeah, he put the flags at half mast nationwide until the end of Sunday night.
All right. Do you take the flag down over there? You guys have lights on it?
They have lights on it.
There you go. That's a lot easier, isn't it? But yeah, an 8 and a 12-year-old were shot, and 17 others were injured during mass on Wednesday morning. And you're saying it was at a church, but it was part of the Catholic school. There's a mass Wednesday mornings as part of school. And well, we'll get into all that stuff. But this is why are people targeting houses of worship?
Because there's no guns.
Well, okay, no gun. Well, that's not true about a house of worship because you can have a gun in the church.
Yeah, there's nowhere illegal about it. It's just a church.
But this is also a school.
Actually, right now is all these teens that they attack like
Soft targets.
Most soft targets, especially Catholic Church, because I feel like it's because
anti-trans.
Yeah, I guess it's anti-trans against them, but at the same time, I don't know. This guy's kind of confused.
Anti-trans. This guy's mother used to teach at this school until a couple years ago, and both of his parents signed off when he was a child to transition. So how are these Catholics anti-trans if they signed off on it?
I guess I don't know, man. Just I guess it's a rebel against the Catholic Church, which all this trans community, well, and all this LGBT, affiliates or fucking sympathizers and stuff like that. They need to fucking keep the Christianity, this freedom they got to be what they want to be, because of the umbrella of Christianity. You take the umbrella out of Christianity, out of them, what we got? Islam or whatever Africa got religion wise.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I'm not going to pass judgment on you for any of this stuff. That's between you and God, not me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome in my church.
But
I may think you're sinning, but I'm a sinner too.
Christianity is the only religion allowed to do that. They don't get it. You take the Christianity away from here, the Western civilization, or you're gonna have a bigger consequence than just Christians just judging you, by the
exactly, dude. Go to most Muslim nations. I say most because Iran will actually force transition you if you're gay, so you're not gay anymore.
Right.
But most Muslim nations do not support transgender ideology, and some of them will even execute you for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, Afghanistan, when we rolled out and left all that equipment behind, they were using Black Hawk helicopters to hang gay people. Like, how fucked up is that? Oh, we can leave them behind. They won't figure out how to operate them as they're hanging homosexuals. It's like, oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did they figure out how to use it, but now they're using it to not even like blow them up or shoot them, but just hang people. And why didn't we at least fly by and bomb our own equipment? That would have been easy, right?
Yeah. We're good at bombing things.
But no, just leave it behind. Let them, even if they can't figure out how to use it, they could sell it to someone else or sell the parts to someone else. Shit, how much would China pay for a Black Hawk helicopter?
A lot. Because then they can get all the technology out of it.
Exactly. Take it apart and find out exactly what's going on. Reverse engineer, if you will. But yeah, it was at a Annunciation Catholic school. We know that this person was born Robert whatever. Somewhat recently changed his name, her name. I don't support transgenderism, but again, I'm not going to pass judgment. One of the best shows.
We don't support as minorities, but when you're an adult, that's up to you at that point,
Yes, exactly. Yeah, one of our best friends of this show is transgender. We've had on several times.
Yep.
But that was an adult who served in the service and then decided. And it's like, okay, well, not up to me. Actually, it's funny. The first thing I said to Claire when she told me was like, oh, geez, that's a long way to go to not have to admit you're gay. But yeah, corporate media is refusing to even acknowledge this person was trans, and they're just going with the preferred pronouns. They're not even saying this person was born male or born a man.
Right. And CNN's they're going crazy to try to make sure they get her pronouns right.
And Rosie O'Donnell flat out lied about this person's intentions. saying that this is some right-wing MAGA nut job who loves Trump. On the rifle that Robin did legally change her name.
With her
Okay.
parents' permission.
Yes, as a minor. So legal name is Robin. I'm okay with that. But on Robin's rifle buttstock, it said kill Trump.
Yeah.
That sounds like a MAGA enthusiast to you?
Nope.
And again, these people have no idea what they're talking about. They run their mouths, and then the truth comes out. I bet you O'Donnell had no idea this person was trans. Oh, by the way, self-inflicted gunshot wounds end the confrontation after shooting through stained glass window to kill an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ryan, could you do me a favor and look something up for me?
Sure.
Has the Pope said anything about this yet? Because I haven't heard anything yet. Doesn't mean anything wasn't said. Just hasn't come across my news feed. I'm not looking forward to church on Sunday though, because I am certain it is coming up at mass. You know. And again, I'm Catholic.
Yeah,
Guapo's
Pope
Catholic.
Leo expressed sorrow shooting a Catholic in Indianapolis. Yeah, he did something.
Okay.
No, Catholic News Agency he came out and said something on the Catholic
News. Yeah.
I should probably subscribe to that, huh?
Yeah, you are Catholic.
Yeah. Hey, I'm also not a member of Task and Purpose or Navy News, you know. But here's the best part is the shooter, Robin Westman, released some YouTube videos shortly before this attack began, which were quickly taken down by federal authorities. But in these, which you can find out there if you want to find them, confessed that he's, quote, tired of being trans. So maybe, and said, and quote, I wish I hadn't brainwashed myself into thinking I was a woman.
Yeah.
Maybe don't tell children that they're in the wrong bodies.
Exactly.
And you know, they go, well, you know, if you don't transition, do you want a daughter or a dead son? Because you know, suicide's real high on trans people. Yes, and maybe transitioning children don't know what's going on with their body yet might lead to more suicide because now you've cut off their reproductive organs. You know, it's sterilized them. And okay, maybe they didn't cut off their penis and testicles yet, but you're pumping them full of estrogen and other hormones, which sterilizes you because the drug they use for puberty blockers is also used in chemical castration of rapists.
And it's also used in cancer treatments, and the hormones go crazy in that, you know, it's like
at least the gynecomastia, which is where men will grow breasts.
Yep.
Which is probably why they're using this stuff, right?
And apparently, because I was listening to a podcast today of a guy who went through they used that drug for him and his cancer treatment, and the women administering these shots in the shots in the buttocks are in full hazmat get-ups to do it.
Dear God.
That's how powerful these drugs are.
If a doctor is wearing a full hazmat gear to administer drugs to me, I'm hoping to God that's because I've been exposed to some horrible, horrible disease or I'm radioactive. Not because, hey, stick me with drugs. Dear God, if you're afraid to breathe in the residue from the needle tip, what's it going to do to me in my body? And that's the thing is, these folks used to point to these Northern European nations, the Nordic nations, about this stuff. But those nations have actually outlawed this stuff already because, like, no, this is causing horrible side effects. Like, we're getting more suicides, we're getting massive depression, and then we have to put them on SSRIs, which I love it. The medication they give you to try to stop you from killing yourself may lead to suicidal thoughts and tendencies. What? What? Isn't that the opposite idea? And by the way, in the last 2 years, excluding police officers, gang activity, or some kid bringing a gun to school, then dropping his bag and it's gunfiring. Half of the school shootings in 2 years have been from transgender people. And you can say it's not that many doing this. Well, half, and what percentage of the population is transgender? It's not half.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, it's a significant amount. This is actually a higher statistic than the 1350 or 1360 that we keep hearing about. The black population is 13%, but they're committing 60% of the murders. Which, by the way, last number I saw is the black population is down to 12.1% in the United States.
Oh, wow.
They're not replacing themselves to the point of decreasing, which I wonder if that has anything to do with abortion. I wonder if Margaret Sanger is actually
not even
her plan's working itself out.
Oh, not even that. There's a lot of male, black African, black African, African American did not reproducing with different. There's a lot of baby mama with different multiple baby dads, and there's a lot of they're not reproducing. So the 2040 rules, I mean, it was a 40-60 rules apply. So only 40% of black African Americans are reproducing, and 60% they're not. And that's throughout history always happened. Only 40% of male produce, and 80 and 90% of female always reproduce.
Well, but no, that just means that they're replacing themselves. It doesn't matter if the men are reproducing or not, because one guy can impregnate 12 women.
Yeah. No, but it's only like a small amount of men are reproducing.
Well, it's the number of babies born. If 60% of women are having babies.
Yeah, but they have it like the baby mama, but it's like with different men's, and there's like it's still like a lot of all the black, all the 40 like 60% of males are not reproducing.
Well, it's funny, until recent history, only 20% of males were reproducing at all. They were the ones impregnating all the women.
Yeah, 40. I think it's 40. Yeah.
I'm just saying, until recently,
it was like 1900s probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think it's been 5 years in a row, New York City has had more black abortions than births.
Mm.
And stop playing the minority card in terms of there's less of us, so we get a bigger say if you're going to keep killing your babies, right? And, I got plenty of black friends, and they're actually good dudes for the most part. Like, we all do stupid shit sometimes.
Yeah.
They're nothing like these fucking morons you see on TV or on YouTube. You know what I mean? They're
like
not
Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, yeah, like Rosie O'Donnell. By the way, she also came out and said if American Eagle ever asked her to sell jeans, she's going to say no because of this. And I was like, trust me, there's no way. There's no way.
Like a big ass size sell.
There's a better chance I will get a deal with American Eagle to sell jeans.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's in Ireland, and she apparently hates it because I don't have all the stuff I had in the United States. Like, no. And you're telling us how much it
She's
sucks
rich
here.
enough, she should be able to ship it over.
I guess you don't want to.
Anything she want. Anything you can have McDonald's shipped over. That's how rich she is.
Who's gonna reheat McDonald's? Honestly,
air fryer, the wonder of the 21st century. Actually, you can cook. You can actually reheat fries in the fucking air fryer, and they taste halfway decent.
Yes, but you're gonna have to get your burgers without ketchup or pickles because they do not reheat well. They curdle up and get all weird.
There is Burger King in other places besides Ireland. Her McDonald's. She can leave Ireland and go to a neighboring country and get herself her Big Mac.
Ireland's a nation, an island, right?
Yeah, well, there's planes. I think she can afford to fly off the island and go get.
I'm just saying that's an expensive trip for fast food, dude.
She's got the money. She's rich.
Oh, she can open her McDonald's over there.
She probably has access to a private jet.
Remember, Sydney Sweeney's only a 6.
That's the name of the previous show we did.
Oh my God.
And they didn't like
That's-
that title. We got to figure out what our viewers and listeners want, because we need the clickbait and we needed to be semi-appropriate. And
I'm surprised we got away with Noah Kanega. But it is
that
the guy's
was our
name.
best show ever.
How did Podbean do? Did we get decent downloads from the audio only, or was it just on YouTube?
No, we got these downloads on Noah Kanega too. Let me log in.
I just
I thought it was a ridiculous name myself, but 39 downloads for audio on Noah Kanega.
Nice.
And 35 views on YouTube.
Wow, look at that. And yeah, we're not exactly a huge show, but we never have been, have we?
No, if we can hit 100 at the end of the year, I'll be okay.
Well, shoot, this one here was what 60 or 75, at least 77 between audio and YouTube.
Yeah, it's like 70 downloads and views. Yeah, over.
Nice.
35 on YouTube, 39 is almost 80 views.
Yeah, look at that.
If we can crack that formula, we can retire from our jobs and focus on the show. Well, one of us has already done that, so.
I'm not focusing on the show. I'm focusing on a whole bunch of stuff.
Obviously, because you've been promising me new intro and outro music. You can keep the outro music, but the new intro music you've been promising me for a decade now, and it still ain't coming.
A decade?
Yeah.
I just got so much work to do, man. And and when I'm not out like doing repairs and all that stuff to the house, I am busy growing my cannabis plants and actually enjoying nature too. The whole reason why I moved out here.
Yeah,
which, by the way, I had a quick look up online for photo period plants, Brian.
Yeah.
Sometime in the next 2 weeks, you're probably going to start seeing flowers.
All right.
And you'll wait till all the pistils, the little hairs, go from white to orange. A jeweler's loop will help you, or a magnifying glass to look at the trichomes. When they get milky white, it is time to harvest.
All right. I will be in touch.
Yes.
For further instructions.
Well, my
when
pistils are mine are all orange, and I'm waiting for the trichomes to change colors to tell me it's fully mature before they turn amber and the pistils turn brown, which means you're gonna get more of a couch lock than a high, which I might actually want to do that because going to sleep's a good idea, right?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, back on topic.
I don't even know where we're at on this topic.
We're about to say how a CNN reporter completely lied once again about basic firearms.
Oh, yeah, because everybody's got an automatic weapon.
Yeah, this guy said a semi-automatic weapon can fire dozens of rounds with a single trigger pull. And that's just not true.
No.
A semi-automatic weapon can fire one
Did he say
round.
semi-automatic?
Yes, he did. Yes, they did.
Semi can fire one round. This person had a semi rifle, a shotgun, and a handgun on her.
Well, first of all, if he had that automatic guns, it's legal already. So,
well, it's not necessarily illegal, but it's incredibly difficult to get one.
Yeah, but I don't think he can afford that type of tax.
The tax stamp and the background check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I bet you I couldn't get an automatic weapon, even if I went through the whole process, just because saying I'm an enthusiast isn't good enough to get an automatic weapon in the United States.
Yeah.
You can't even get a 3-round burst weapon in the United States without a special NFA permit. What are you gonna do with an automatic weapon besides kill people? Like, you're not hunting with it. You know what I mean?
You could.
No, it's illegal in every state, actually. I know this because I am taking a hunter's education course right now, so I can go hunting this year. And we've already gone over that. The difference between bolt action, lever action, pump action. And I was like, oh my God, I know all of this stuff. Oh, and what's this guy's name? Brandon Herrera, I think it is.
The AK-47.
Yeah, and I believe he's also a donut operator, isn't he?
No, it's a different guy.
Okay. So
Yeah,
this guy's not the guy that's on unsubscribe.
yeah, they're both in there. I think Donna Operator and Brent Herrera are different people.
My mistake. There's so many guys on that show. You know what I mean?
I know it's funny. I've been listening to a lot of them lately. Oh my god, they were interviewing this SEAL chief that was in charge of the rescue the captain. The captain,
Phillips.
yeah, Captain Phillips.
Uh-huh.
It was interesting.
Oh, I love listening to unsubscribe, and I
Yeah,
particularly like the fat electrician. I
yeah,
love
yeah,
his own channel because he has the best stories.
yeah. He does.
And the way he advertises stuff, like he has his wife come in and he's like, "Hey, by the way, you dropped this." She picks up this ridiculous rifle. He's like, "Oh, by the way, this episode is sponsored by." Yeah, yeah. Brandon Herrera, AK guy, was
Yep.
called out by name in this in Robin's manifesto, I guess, that was posted online.
Yeah,
Uh,
he actually made a video about that. Like we're talking about that.
yeah. Well, called this person called Robin a demon, and he had a statement. Quote, yeah, I met Brandon Herrera at shooting, hunting, and outdoor trade show, by the way, last year. And he and I had a conversation, a brief conversation. We agreed on a lot of things. So y'all should vote for Brandon Herrera for president, Westman said, before adding, fuck those kids.
Wow.
Jeez, my God. By the way, Herrera is running for Congress in Texas.
Yeah. Again.
Yes, lost last time.
Yeah, but it cost the RC a lot of money just to keep him the other guy in place.
Yeah, which was crazy. Like they interviewed him or whatever, and then they went and dumped right before voting. They went and dumped a ton of money in his opponent for the ticket,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, all right. And I get it. I mean, that's what these parties are for, is to pick their own candidate in terms of, well,
Yeah, favoritism.
yeah, the Republican Party at least still requires a vote. The Democrats in most places can just pick their candidate, just like they did for president last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got super electoral votes.
Super
Delegate.
delegates.
Yeah.
Yeah, which gets me because I heard a lot of people like, no, there was a fair vote to get Harris as the
Oh,
nominee.
yeah.
I was like, no, there wasn't.
No, there was no vote.
Goldfish memory here. Like you just completely blocked out what happened. Like Joe got the nomination and then he dropped out and handed it to Kamala Harris so she could use the
Yeah.
war chest that they had raised for him.
Yep, that's the reason.
And they thought, oh, black woman will walk right in. Yeah, well, Hillary didn't walk right in either. You guys gonna run a woman next time too and see what happens? And I'm not saying a woman can't be president, but a lot of Americans will not vote for a woman.
It's going to happen eventually.
Eventually, yeah. And you know what's the funny thing is, I bet you it's
Republican.
I bet you it's a Republican, exactly. All right. And it's funny because some of these news outlets, to include ABC, is saying that these conservatives are rioting over the shooting concerning Trump, because ABC did the same thing. Not the same thing Rosie did, but they said that Robin's gun said Trump on it.
Mm.
It said kill Trump.
Right.
This was intentional. You're intentionally misleading your viewers
Of course.
to make them believe. And they're also not saying this person's trans.
They're calling her.
And not just not saying that this person was trans, but also not saying this person was tired of being trans.
Yeah, they haven't learned the lesson too. Oh, excuse me. They haven't
Here's the
learned.
thing well, you're correct. And Third Wave tried to explain this to him, and no one seems to care. Like, hey, you guys got to drop this super trans ideology. You got to stop calling people Nazis. You got to stop calling everyone racist. It's like it lost all of its meaning at this point.
Now you should DNC memo.
This is probably what I'm talking about from Third Wave. It's a third party organization.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a DNC memo that was like, hey, stop using their words and stuff like that.
Yeah, it came from this group. Stop calling them birthing people.
That's why the CDC lady got kicked out.
Yeah.
Whatever. God, it's cold.
The thing is, I'm going to speculate a little bit. I
Go ahead.
think I think something that has to do with these shootings and then the suicide.
I think it's the chemicals, chemical imbalance.
Well, yeah. Anytime you use something, there's always some kind of chemical imbalance in the brain,
There's a lot of
whether or not it's hormones. But I think it has a lot to do with they have nothing. Like they've abandoned God and they're worshiping themselves.
Right.
I mean,
And
okay,
no, they have nothing left to lose.
I think
Because I mean, at least 20 years ago, people would just shoot themselves in the head, not kill a bunch of children too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like a male is more like finding a purpose, something to do to keep you busy from going depressed. Oh, where he went. Um and so like I was saying like male need to find a purpose, like what they need to something to do, something to keep you busy, something to get be a master craft all you craft,
Well,
become a master.
right back to religion. The devil finds work for idle hands,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, and like
Do
okay, like
something. Learn to be a
it,
carpenter.
it takes a while for like a man to become a master of his craft, and girls is supposed to have the one purpose of life for females is to have babies, and it is what it is. That's what they do, create life, That's the
Well, and that's
purpose.
why men have a drive to do stuff is to support the
Yeah, that's
women
why.
and the babies.
Yeah, like I got a boy and a girl, and like I can see the boy always liking like mechanical things and doing this, doing that. My girl like dresses, she like this and that. My boy like boxing, like okay, cool, different,
Which
there's
is
like
funny because several studies have been done on this saying, oh no, that's all taught to people. So they did it with like young children. The boys still migrate to the GI Joes and the toy guns,
yeah,
and the girls went straight to the dollies,
yeah.
playing house and feeding the
Yeah, like
babies.
my girl's like, I want something pink. She likes pinks. Like, okay, what do you want to wear? Pink. Okay, cool. My boy's like, oh, I want this color, blue. Okay, cool. You
By
know,
the way, you said it takes a while to master a craft.
hmm
10,000 hours is what they say.
yeah,
10,000 hours and you are a master of your craft.
yeah. And I
But
think we, in a way, I think we had to go like, in a way, you had to go back to like, I think it's gonna come down to arranged marriage, though.
oh, I don't know about that, but
Yeah, because I mean, it's gonna go that way. Like in a way, it's gonna be like marriage is not gonna be by love. It's like okay, we're gonna get married. Like let's sign a prenup, what's contract. It's gonna be a negotiation. Because it's a contract. When the two families come together. You know.
yeah. But like you said, these men need something to do.
Yeah,
Yep.
like they find a but that's why like a lot of guys that could join the military because they just were like, hey, look, it was a venture. You're gonna do something. You're gonna push it to the limits. Mentally, physically.
Pick even if you work at Starbucks, dude, pick up a hobby on the side.
Yeah,
Like
but
go learn how to be a master carpenter on your off time,
hmm
and then you could donate your time to like Habitats for Humanity, or
yeah,
you can build little toys and sell them to children, to mothers to their children. You could build a ridiculous. Actually, it's funny. The wife and I right now are talking about building this insane doghouse.
Okay.
It's gonna be huge,
yeah,
big enough for
Is it gonna be beautiful?
big.
big beautiful doghouse, but it's gonna be big enough for my little girls to go in there and play with the dogs.
Mm.
But this is only because we have one dog that likes to poop and pee in the house in the middle of the night when no one's
Mm.
around her. So,
You take it
well,
before you go to sleep.
well, we do.
Did you take the water away, the bowl of water away?
It's not even that. You'll put her outside to go to the bathroom, bring her back in the house. You go to bed, then get up 15 minutes later to take a leak,
Mm.
and she's
The
already
pup,
taken a
still a
shit on
puppy,
the floor.
still a puppy.
No,
Oh,
she wasn't even a puppy when we got her.
oh, okay, okay.
It's like a separation anxiety or something.
Oh wow.
So, like, yep, I guess you're gonna be living outside at night. She's husky anyway. Like
Oh yeah,
she can handle the winter.
you
Hmm.
need to exercise a lot of.
But yeah, we're talking this big giant doghouse, sheets and sheets of plywood, and we're gonna make the whole thing out of wood ourselves. But I'm sure you guys know, you've seen me work with my hands a couple times here and there. I'm good with my hands, and I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm a master carpenter,
Mm.
and I'm a journeyman welder. Once you do really well at one trade, you've learned what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Time to learn, move on, and learn the next one, right?
Yeah.
And shit, never entered my journeyman program for automotive, but I did go to school for it. I mean, I like to do stuff, and I like to have a finished product. That's why I can't sit at a computer and do the. No offense to you, Brian, but something like you selling insurance,
Yep.
I would go fucking nuts.
No, there's
I
a lot of guys go to blue collar jobs nowadays, and by the time a kid finish graduating college, the blue collar kid they will be making they probably have a house by then, you know.
They're
yeah,
no,
if you
they're not buying houses anymore.
Yeah,
can't
but
afford them.
yeah,
Well, like what was that? If you went to trade school right out of high school instead, or
they
did
you
a
get
trade high school,
you
you could be
almost gonna
making,
win like almost 80 to $100,000, 100K, you know.
oh, in 10 years, you'd be making over $100,000 as a plumber.
Yeah.
Because in 10 years, you probably open up your own business.
Then you got the kids go to what is it, bachelor's and some stupid science stuff that
Oh
like
yeah, you went to school. Oh, I have a master's degree
oh
in
so,
lesbian dance theory. It's like, what the fuck
no
you
no
gonna do with
let's
lesbian
suppose it's
dance theory?
a degree like I forgot what it is, and it's like they're not gonna pay you nothing like $50,000, you know, for that degree.
Well, it's funny because that's what I'm hearing a lot from these college graduates now. They're like, "Oh, I'm stuck working at Starbucks." Oh, you talking about like IT stuff, like coding?
Not
Like I
coding,
can't,
but like what's the
The
name?
code, learn the code is
Construction
out
worker.
now. That's old. That's 10 years ago. That's
that's
Biden
because
time.
everybody learned to code, and now
And
there's
now there's no jobs for your coding
Yeah,
skills.
too
because
much
AI took
competition.
over. They need to be a new saying learn how to trade.
I think I can get ChatGPT to code.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. AI is going to take over most of these desk jobs very soon,
Mhm.
especially crunching numbers. It's very good at it.
So
But AI is not going to build a house. They're not going to fix an electrical problem. They're not going to find where to open the pipe to get the clog out. You know what I mean?
so Trump's been threatening to send the National Guard elsewhere besides DC.
Yeah, Pritzker out Chicago is having a shit fit.
I don't think he has that much authority to do that,
No, it has
unlike
to be state of
DC.
emergency. It has to be state of
DC, he's
emergency.
got a whole lot more authority in DC because DC is part of the
Federal.
federal government.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And I was going to say the same. He can't just send the guard to, well, he can send the guard to Illinois, but I think he needs a state of emergency to deploy him, period.
And whose guard is he going to send? The state's National Guard or a different state's National Guard?
Well, he'd have to
Because
federalize the National Guard like he did in
exactly,
DC.
because the National Guard is controlled by the governors of the states unless they're actively deployed, and then they fall under the Department of Defense.
Yes, which it's funny because West Virginia just sent 10,000 National Guard to DC after a judge tried to stop it.
Well, there's like 5 Republican states that sent people to DC.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead and keep going. I'm responding to my old Divo.
Okay.
Good guy. His father died a month ago.
Ugh.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
It happens. Yeah, so we got and Trump is now demanding the death penalty for people that
Ooh, I
commit
saw that.
DC murders.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
by the way, there has been a
remember
murder.
DC was being run by Democrats for the longest time, and they were super soft on crime, and that's why crime kept going up, especially with juveniles, because the way they had it set up for juveniles is, the most you would get sentenced for is till you were like 21, and you'd be expunged and free to go wherever you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I think of. I generally don't like the death sentence because, like, look what just happened in Virginia.
I
This
don't
guy
like
was
it
just.
off the table either. We don't have it in Virginia anymore because the
You're right. I like it on
we
the
talked about
table.
this a couple of shows ago that the Democrats got in power of all three branches of the government, and they said, "Well, we haven't used it in 20 years, so we're going to outlaw it."
Yeah, I like the idea of having it there as a deterrent, but realistically, people doing this dumb shit aren't looking at what the consequences are when they do it.
Yeah.
Uh, and again, I generally disagree with the death penalty because look at what just happened in Virginia. They just cut loose a guy who's been sitting in jail for over 20 years for something for being wrongly convicted. What happens if we executed this guy? Because 10 years, granted, he probably wouldn't have been executed yet. We're still waiting for the Boston bomber to be executed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to
And
free him now.
no, fuck that. Fuck
So
that.
this is
This guy,
what.
Well,
So
he
Mendez
he
brothers
deserves a
didn't
needle in
get
the arm.
freed, so why would they get freed?
oh, they were trying to push it again to like let them free.
Nope, no, they got denied a parole. So
So see, like you got this close call. Like this is what. Why were you gonna feed these people like for the rest of their life, dude? Honestly.
So what is this? The
It
commander
costs.
of the National
Hold
Guard
on,
to Seed wants the public to know.
hold on, hold on. Well, before you get there, I just want to say, Guapo, it costs more to execute someone than it does to keep them in prison for the rest of their life.
Yeah, because there's so many appeals process that have to go through.
Yep.
It's they don't want to just kill people left and right, willy nilly. Then we got a problem with at 3 years after they've been found dead. Oh, look, they weren't really guilty of this crime. You got to be
Hmm.
super careful before you execute them.
But the commander of the guard is he's saying a lot of stuff, but he said he's been interacting with people there because they're just supposed to be there as a reassuring presence and
Yeah,
to like defend the
yeah,
police and the federal agents being involved. And
yeah.
he said that they've had some positive and some are not, and that's
Of
fine.
course.
But it's funny because it's only people not the locals. It's mostly tourists, American tourists that are like cussing them out and throwing stuff at them.
Wow.
The people that live there are
They
getting.
got to deal with that shit every day. They they appreciate it,
Well, yeah, and the people that actually live there, for the most part, are supportive of this. Like, yeah, the crime's out of control.
including the DC mayor.
Yeah, but check this out, dude. If 2 weeks ago DC was a state, it would have had the highest murder rate of any state in the United States.
Right. And
There
now
are more,
they're
there are
going
more
on
murders.
they're
There are
going
more
on
murders in Islamabad.
they're going on a huge streak of no murders.
Yeah, 12 days the last I saw, and that was a day or so ago.
I think it's longer than that now.
Literally been years
Mm-hmm.
since they've
Yeah.
gone 12 days without a murder.
Yeah.
And yeah, the mayor,
She
she's
can't
like, oh,
come
this,
out and blatantly say she agrees with Trump's crackdown, but she
sure she
agrees
can.
with she's not gonna.
She's been
Not
gushing
enough.
over how great this crackdown has been. Crime is down 86% in carjackings. Like, murder's been down 100%.
We don't have it in here, but um um Department of Transportation just took over Union Station.
Oh, yeah.
The
Well, that's where a lot of this crime.
Amtrak was in charge of it for the longest time, and apparently it was a crime haven. And
Oh, yeah.
Sean Parnell, is that his name?
That sounds right. Parnell sounds right, at least.
Yeah. That they said we're taking it over. We're going to run it. We own it. We've owned it for years. We just let Amtrak run it, and we're going to crack down on some crime here.
Well, yeah, Union Station is the place where when Hillary Clinton said crime is down in D.C. What kind of fascist would do this? And the Republican that's talking to her was like, "How about we go to Union Station right now?"
Right. We're not
And
going back at Union Station. It's too dangerous.
Well, I mean, yeah, Union Station was more dangerous than any subway in New York, and we spent close to a year talking about how people were getting tossed in front of trains every week, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't heard about one of those in a while. I don't know if it's stopped or if they're just not reporting it anymore.
I'm hoping it stopped. Come on.
I do too. But we'll get in. Actually, I think it's in leftovers. Zoran Mamdani is talking about decriminalizing. Hold on. What? Let me see where it is. He wants to end misdemeanor charges in New York. Like we won't. There's no such thing. We're not going to prosecute for any misdemeanor. So have fun getting robbed, right?
Yeah.
By the way, he also wants to decriminalize prostitution. Which,
I thought he's This is here like Islamic or something like that.
yeah, but I found something else very interesting about Islam.
Mm.
Apparently, you can have a temporary marriage in Islam.
What do you mean a temporary marriage?
Basically, buying a hooker,
Oh.
and that's why a lot of these guys in these very, very Islamic nations are getting away with rape.
Mm.
Is they can claim temporary marriage.
Wow.
Which,
Crazy.
yeah, and I was like, wow, like Christianity does not allow temporary marriage.
No,
my
no.
religion,
How is that
I don't-
temporary marriage? You buy somebody?
For the night. That's a temporary marriage.
Yeah, for this, you are married, and it's not adultery under Allah's eyes. I don't know about all of Christianity, but I know at least the Catholic Church, we don't believe in ending a marriage short of death.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, we don't. It happens, but I mean,
Yeah, but
It
you
takes
cannot,
something
you cannot get
serious.
remarried. You can never get remarried in the Catholic Church.
Well, it takes something. It takes a lot of work to officially divorce under the eyes of the Catholic Church,
no.
and
Oh.
it's very difficult to do.
You just do the court thing for.
Or if you're
most
like
Christians.
Catholic, if you got kids, I saw you before you get married, you have to disown those kids before you get married.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
Mm.
I know. I'm not going to explain how I know this person, but I know someone,
Mm.
not even Catholic, but was raised Catholic, and her husband packed up and moved out when she was up in Virginia visiting her daughter in the Air Force, and filed for divorce. This was a decade ago over,
Mhm.
and this woman won't even date because in the eyes of the church, she's still married.
Okay.
I was like, that sucks. You're gonna be, you know what I mean, alone.
Yeah, she's basically a monk.
Yeah, and the Catholic Church might grant you a divorce. And this same idea is like your spouse just up and moves to the other side of the country and disappears. They might say, okay, you're no longer married, but they don't just do a divorce; they absolve the marriage.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
whoa! I've been negligent.
We got comments on the YouTubes.
Yeah, from one person.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch too.
You simply leave the church.
Catholic Church.
Yes, you're right. You can leave the church. You're right, but that would be leaving God.
Cokehead Barry.
You talk about Obama's brother?
No, the DC mayor back in the day.
I don't remember
Oh,
that guy.
he got caught. He got
And it
caught.
wasn't his coke.
Yeah, but he
Of
got
course it
reelected
wasn't his
again.
coke.
And he got
Was it Hunter's?
reelected.
Yeah.
That's
And that's
why
what-
people are leaving the Catholic Church along with the abuse to young children. Hopefully they've got a handle on that these days.
Mhm.
People leaving the Catholic Church. Actually, it's funny because these Zennials, the Zoomers, whatever you call them, Gen Z, they are going to church more than my generation did at their age. The church is growing, and interestingly enough, this is something we say in the Catholic Church, but we try to get our children not to like scream and cry and play in church too much.
Mhm.
And the priest actually said, "Hey, if it ain't crying, if the church ain't crying, it's dying."
Oh, apparently we got two people listening to the show on YouTube watching it. My sister and her husband.
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, Michael's the husband, right?
Yeah. And
So
he's
what do you think of
he's
your
the
best
real
friend?
fan of the show. He's
do you
just
think of your
dragging
best
her
friend,
into it.
What do you think of your best friend plugging your sister?
I'm not talking about that.
As she shuts off the show.
But he's saying most of her comments are hers. Blah blah blah.
Hers, referring to the shooter.
No, to people leaving the Catholic Church.
Well.
And they're on vacation, so that's why they've got time to tune into the show.
Well, I'm glad she's giving it a listen. You know, he finally talked her into giving it a listen. It's like, hey, it's your brother. He may be a drunk Navy asshole, but you know, it is pretty funny. And, oh, geez, he's got
I just had a cat throw up all over my desk.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were about to pull a Oh, what was his name there? The guy who was on the Zoom call. Oh, Tubin. Remember him?
Hell no, I'm wearing pants.
Lubin Tubin.
He got his job back with CNN. You just had to wait a little while.
He went on a Zoom call with his coworkers, jacked off, thinking his camera was off, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, you can come back to work." I'm like, "No, dude, sorry, you don't work here anymore."
But they brought him back.
Well, that's CNN's fault, not mine, dude.
I wasn't zooming tubing. That could be a show title.
Lubin Tubin. Was he using?
Can't leave God. He's everywhere. I think it's fabulous. That's exactly what she said.
Oh, well, no, God won't leave you, but you can leave God.
Yeah.
Turn your back on God. And it's interesting because I have been rereading Dante's Divine Comedy. I'm sure you guys have heard Inferno, which is half of the book.
Yeah, like Divine Comedy.
I'm gonna bring up Hell in particular, Inferno. Everybody's picture of hell is Dante's vision of hell with like hellfire, brimstone, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I don't think you burn in hell. I think you freeze.
Interesting.
I think you are outside of the light and love of God, and you are alone in darkness and cold because you left God behind and you don't have the light of God to keep you warm. Just my opinion. You know, everyone adopted Dante's vision, and I don't like the idea, but I picture it as being cold and lonely when you leave God behind instead of being punished by the devil. I think you just cast out. Just because you cast out of heaven doesn't mean you end up somewhere else. You might end up nowhere.
Right.
You know? But none of us shall ever know God's plan until Judgment Day comes, right?
Exactly.
Geez, we talk about God an awful lot on this show, don't we?
Yeah, for drunk guys.
Yeah, because we had 2 Catholics and a Christian on the show, so.
I love how you call yourself a non-denominational Christian. I still don't know what that means, but
it means I believe that I'm born again and I'm not tied to any one single denomination.
Born again Christian.
Yes.
Does that mean that your sin was wiped away when you were born again?
When I asked for forgiveness from God, yes.
Okay. Well, I can do that too.
Yes,
we call it confession.
Okay.
My sin was only wiped away, though, when I was baptized. Which, by the way, we got some more information about baptism.
Also, you can take a Dante's Divine Comedy class at Hillsdale College for free online.
Oh, yeah. Brian, please copy and send that to me because I would love to. That would be very interesting to do. I didn't realize there was a class. I'm guessing that's your sister because Michael doesn't sound like from the stuff he said. Doesn't sound like the guy who's.
Well, I know my wife has taken other classes from Hillsdale College. It's a private college in Michigan near our hometown that does not take any federal money whatsoever.
So they can teach you whatever they want.
Yep.
Yeah. It had been years since I had read anything, and I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to read this thing again. It feels good to read, and it's good for your eyes. It's good for your brain, and it's I don't know. I like the idea better than a movie or a TV show because you can come up with your own ideas instead of it being infused into you. Just like, for example, the wife disagrees with me, but when I read the Da Vinci Code,
Yeah.
I pictured some Indiana Jones character running around and saving mankind. Then I watched the movie with Tom Hanks. I was like, he's a fucking pencil neck pussy, you know? And she's like, no, that makes perfect sense. Like, yeah, well, I had more fun with my version of Robert Langdon, you know?
Yeah. Well, I picture Tom Hanks on it. You see the Digital Fortress yet? Read that book yet?
I think I read that one, and then the one after that, I read half of it, and I gave
The
up. I was like,
Digital
it's just not
Fortress.
fun.
I like Digital Fortress. Was good.
Yeah, that wasn't a Langdon book, though.
Yeah, it was.
Apparently, my sister's proud of me.
Why?
I don't know, but this is the leading conservative college in the country, and the link to your course is now in the Facebook message feed.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you. Yeah, hey, free education, man. I'll take it,
I know my wife's taken several courses from there. So
It's funny, when I was in Virginia, I used to sit in, we call that auditing courses all the time. Like, you could basically take the course for free, but you didn't get any credit for it.
Right.
And I'm glad to see they're doing it online now, because it was a ton of fun to sit down and like interact with the professor.
Uh-huh.
And then, you take the test and, it would come back. First couple times it would come back and be like, you're not in my class. But yeah, I know. I just wanted to hear what you guys think socialism is,
Yep. So we got Chrissy Nome demanding that the governor of Illinois abandon liberal immigration policies after this alleged killer was caught.
Yeah. Which one was the caught? He's a Mexican national. Oh, he stabbed a 24-year-old, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, to death in an Illinois apartment. And it brings up the sanctuary city thing. Like, you're inviting people into your state, And I mean, I'm not saying everyone who came here illegally is a bad guy. Some of them I assume are good people, right? But if the first action you took coming in this country is breaking the law, and again, you're clearly not paying taxes, right?
Right.
At least not income tax, which is, I'm sure both of you fellas
they're
will agree with
paying
me
sales tax.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will both agree with me, and probably anyone listening. The majority of the taxes you pay is your income tax, not sales tax.
Yep.
And if the majority tax you're paying is sales tax, most of it's going to the state government, not federal, right?
Yep.
Now, I saw some numbers recently. I can't remember what they were. I got them from Caitlin Bennett, if you know who she is.
Nope.
Okay, do you remember the PYT, the pretty young thing that graduated from Kent State several years ago, had an AR-15 strapped on her back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Caitlin Bennett.
Yeah.
She's at Liberty Hangout, and she spat some numbers out, and there was something along the lines of illegal immigrants are paying something along the lines of like $58 billion a year, but we are paying something closer to 170 billion to house and feed, et cetera, and trials and deportation. Deportation was not on the list, but it's costing us more to have these people here than to bring them than to have them,
Yeah.
And again, you can ask for asylum when you cross the border, like at the border stop. Once you go through our legal gate of entry, you can ask for asylum.
You got to be careful about that because there's rules behind that.
Yeah, you'll probably be turned around because you didn't do it the right way.
You got to do it from the first landlocked country you come to.
First safe nation.
Yep.
So
people from Central America cannot come to America and claim asylum, even though they did it during the Biden administration.
Mexico is safe. You could have asked for asylum in Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, KAG, Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
Should have stopped somewhere between El Salvador and Mexico.
But he
right?
made it to Maryland.
Yeah, I love this. They stopped calling him Maryland man because a lot of people didn't realize that he was not from Maryland. Like he wasn't an American citizen. Like, oh, I
No.
didn't know.
And it was funny because I've heard clips on different podcasts where they've got his attorneys saying, "Oh, his attorneys were making a big deal about him being deported to Uganda because he didn't speak the language there." But
He didn't
then
speak English when he came here.
and he still doesn't because every interview he just did in the last week was all in Spanish.
And what language does Uganda speak?
English.
Oh my God!
But so
But he doesn't speak the language.
so what's his justification for? What's his lawyer's justification for keeping him in America if he can't speak English?
What again? What's wrong with El Salvador? The threat is gone. I still can't remember the guy's name. The president there.
Bukele.
Yeah, Bukele. He cleaned the country up. It might have been with an iron fist, but
that's probably what he's afraid of. Is the iron fist
going straight to prison?
That he was in prison already.
That's what I'm saying. He'll go straight to prison if he goes back to El Salvador. Because and here's the best part. Oh, he's not a gang member. His argument for not going back to El Salvador was a rival gang will kill him. How do you have a rival gang if you're not in a gang?
Exactly. And why are you drug trafficking kids up the
trafficking human
and allegedly beating his wife? I'm not sure that's what's going on, but why else would she put out 2 restraining orders against him?
Yeah, it is.
He's keeping he's staying in the news, and he will get deported eventually. Even though a federal judge came out and said that he can't be deported immediately.
All right. What is this about the judges visit DOJ lawsuit against federal district judge in Maryland?
Oh, well, DOJ filed a federal lawsuit against every district court judge in Maryland.
Why?
Because they said they were all corrupt.
Oh, okay. I can see it.
And another judge came out and said you can't do that.
You have to be individual.
Yeah.
Because they said that the lawsuit was against precedents and the rule of law.
So a judge could just say the law doesn't apply and you're not allowed to tell them you're wrong?
Well, I mean, it can be appealed because this is the district court judge. We all know Trump's history with district court judges across the nation.
Supreme Court Justice, I can't remember which one. I want to say Gorsuch, but I'm not sure. Recently came out and said how the Supreme Court's getting very frustrated that all these district courts are going against Supreme Court judgments, decisions. Like, no, you can't do that. And then some judge comes and goes, yeah, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Like the birthright citizenship thing just happened.
Yeah.
Some district judge is like, yeah, no, I don't care. It's illegal now. It's like, you don't have the authority to make a nationwide decision.
No, they got the authority to deal with their district.
Not even that. Not even that. A judge has the authority to deal with the person in front of them.
Right.
They can't. This nationwide injunction, there's nowhere in any of the paperwork in the United States that says you can do this.
They made it up. And the federal government for the longest time agreed with it. They superseded authority, just like Congress has superseded authority to the judicial department.
Well, and Congress also handed off their authority to non-government organizations left and right too.
Yeah.
But again, the birthright citizenship thing. Don't care where you stand on the issue, but when the ACLU came up and said concerning birthright citizenship, it said anyone who is here after such date or future persons, meaning people that haven't been born yet, have a right to whatever. I don't understand why no one came out and said, well, if future persons have rights, then you can't just kill them in an abortion. Because if they have rights, they have rights. Right?
Yeah.
Well, right to life is the first right ever laid out in any of the founding documents. And it's not even the Constitution or the Bill of Rights. It's the freaking Declaration of Independence. The right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that's another problem we're seeing is people claiming they have a right to happiness. No, you have a right to pursue happiness. You don't have a right to sit on your ass, play video games, and jerk off and be funded by the taxpayer. Because if that's the case, who the hell is going to be the taxpayer?
Yeah.
And here's the fun thing. It's something like 80% of Americans are not net taxpayers. And you can say, I pay taxes. Yes, they take money out of your check and they keep it. But what you're getting back in terms of just national defense, and now go ahead and put in law enforcement organizations, rescue stuff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're probably getting more out of this than you're putting in. And as they say, the billionaires need to pay more. They are literally funding the whole thing.
Wow.
I don't know if anyone realizes that.
Yeah.
This redistricting thing.
Yep. Well, big surprise. Texas went through with it.
Yeah.
Well, they put, we talked about on the last show where, when all the Democrats came back to the state, they put Texas Rangers on them all if they wanted to leave the courthouse.
I was saying all except for one because she refused and then said she
wanted to make a name for herself, so she stayed in chambers until the session started.
She was the one who committed a felony by doing a Zoom call in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not allowed to record in a bathroom, in a public bathroom. By the way, she wants to make a name for herself. Brian, what was her name?
I don't remember.
Yeah, there you go. That worked real great, huh?
And then we got this Maryland governor who says he's going to gerrymander Maryland's last GOP rep out.
So, one
guy.
Okay, first of all, if there's only one left, it shows you've already done this, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, in New York and Illinois, I don't think there's any.
Massachusetts,
there's definitely none.
There's 0 Republicans representing Massachusetts in the federal government.
No.
But 38% voted Trump.
Yeah.
And Massachusetts, that's where the word gerrymandering comes from, believe it or not. They had a governor named Gerrymander, who's the first guy to do this.
Most people don't know where the history of gerrymandering comes from.
Well, that's what makes me laugh my ass off is Hochul threatened to gerrymander Massachusetts in response. And I was like, and what? You might accidentally end up with one Republican in office instead? It can only hurt the Democrat Party. Right, and this is what's driving me nuts about the Republicans. No, I'm sorry, the Democrats. I love to rip apart the Republicans. I do.
Yes, you do.
But the problem is the left got so far left. That Overton window has moved so far that it's getting impossible to get behind what they're doing.
It's only taken a decade.
Yeah, exactly. It only took 10 years of doing this show for me to apparently realize it, I guess. Like I said, I'm considering actually officially registering Republican.
Possible show title.
Yeah, I saw that. You put it in there before we even started the show.
I put it in there last week when we talked about it after the show.
Yeah, before I even put my first topic in here, I saw it. I was like, oh, great.
I'm sure because I put it in so early, it won't be show title, but still, I put it up there.
Well, here's the thing is if it comes to a gerrymandering war, the Democrats are going to lose hard. Because for the most part, they've already done it. I mean, look at California. Yeah. Look at Illinois. Look at Massachusetts, New York.
Yeah. All the big states have already done it. They're all threatening to do it. I'm like, how much more can you do? I mean, you've already...
They might squeeze out...
have none, so...
Yeah, they might squeeze out 6 to 8 nationwide. Didn't Texas just get that many anyway when this next vote comes up?
They got 5.
5, okay. And here's the best part is people are like, oh, it was racist. We're bringing in, the ACLU or whatever. I'm like, 2 of the 5 are majority black.
And then the other states that were redistricted,
That's overrepresentation.
They were all Hispanic.
Yeah, so it's overrepresenting minority groups.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, look at Kentucky, West Virginia, Wyoming. Jeez, why can't I think of any more? Ohio, Pennsylvania. Grant, Pennsylvania's a swing state, but if they went ahead and tried to squeeze out as many Republicans as they could, they're going to get 15, 16 more. And that's, dear God, you better hope that these states don't count illegal migrants on their rolls when they start gerrymandering.
Well, Trump's trying to get rid of that. So,
yeah, because if you do, I mean, shit, how many illegal migrants are sitting in Texas right now?
Not as many as California.
I don't know. I'm just saying, how many seats will Texas blow out? And again, California's or all the southern states are already all Democrat.
Yeah.
Right. And Texas is all southern. And if they got to count all these illegals as people, you know what I mean, and the constituents or whatever, they're gonna get even more seats in the House. Not to mention electoral college votes.
Right.
Do the Democrats, and this is the problem. I brought this up 100 times on the show. The Democrats keep doing something, and I immediately say, you guys don't want to do that because when the Republicans turn around and do it back at you, you're going to lose your shit.
Yeah.
They don't listen to me, apparently. Just like when I said, geez, the way you guys are persecuting Trump, they charged his lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
His lawyers. You have a right to representation. And as soon as Trump turns around, it's like, okay, let's see what you guys are doing. They're like, oh, how dare you? This is obviously political. It's like, well, I don't know, man. Like, you guys tried to take away his Secret Service detail, right?
Yep.
You tried to strip him of his clearance. You tried, you know.
Yeah, these people all did it long before Trump started doing it to everybody. So,
and they went
and they got such short-term memories they don't realize that, you know.
Well, they charged Trump for the classified documents, and we was like he was the president of the United States by simply thinking it. He can declassify documents.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they brought up Joe Biden, they said he's a doddering old man who can't stand a day in court because he doesn't know where he is. He doesn't even know when his own son died or when he became president.
Yeah, but he's still president.
But he's still president. They refuse to even bring up charges.
Yep.
And it's like,
makes no sense.
And by the way, I found the Epstein files.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're in the passenger seat of Joe's Corvette in his garage.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Obviously, one of us is not really paying attention at all because they would have reacted to that statement.
Who did?
Not Ray.
Yeah. All right.
He can go back to his, dating app.
He's muted. And he doesn't even know it. He's not plugged in. Let's listen to the
I
static
had to get another
again.
beer, and I had to blow my nose, and I'm bleeding. Next to checking my laundry, and it's like, God damn.
All right. Jim Jeffries is his name, right?
Yeah.
Or Hakeem Jeffries.
Hakeem.
Okay. I don't know. Who's Jim Jeffries?
Republican.
Okay. He was talking to CNN about doing the same thing in New York. He's like, we'll get him. And even CNN
that made me laugh so much.
But even CNN was like, well, even CNN was like, first of all, if it was a crime when Texas did it, wouldn't that be a crime when you did it? And then he said, look at your state now. You guys have already done it. Yeah. How is this different? And he goes, well, it's just different.
It's just different.
Well, how is it different?
They're doing it.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. And this is what gets me so. The Democrats need to pull their heads out of their asses in a damn hurry, because if they don't, we're going to see a Republican in office for the next 20 years.
Is that the bad thing?
It very well could be if there's no one running against them that has a shot. Honestly,
uh-huh.
The right wing can get just as out of control as the left wing. But the problem is the Democrats have been calling me a Nazi because I don't think that I should let some guy just move into my house and sit on my couch, watch my cable, and eat the pizza out of my fridge.
Well, that's Massachusetts.
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
need to provide support, and you wouldn't do it, so you left.
It's very true. It's actually one of the big reasons why I left Massachusetts. The politics got so out of control. I was like, this is ridiculous. Dude, when I was up in Mass, in Pembroke, the small town in the South Shore, halfway between Plymouth and Boston, we talked about this on the show a lot, actually. They built this new community center, and it cost...
Yep. Nobody voted for it.
Nobody voted for it. Well, I shouldn't say nobody, but less than half the people said yes. And this was an actual town where it was a yay or nay vote in a town hall where people themselves voted. And the board just overruled us. Like, no, we're doing it anyway. I was like, well, then why'd you bother having a meeting, right?
Yep,
and having a vote.
Uh-huh.
Well, they spent all this money, and the people actually said, inflation is still rising under Biden. Let's wait for inflation to go down, and this will cost us tens of millions less. They didn't care. By the way, the woman that was in charge was ousted. But anyway, built this brand new, beautiful community center. Guess what it's doing right now?
Nothing.
There's nobody in it.
Oh, no. It's full of illegal immigrants being housed and fed on the Pembroke taxpayers' dime.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's something like 150,000 people that live in the whole town. And they're feeding thousands of these people. And like, you just built these new basketball courts and tennis courts and all this stuff, meeting halls, et cetera, and we're not allowed to use it. It's like, nah, you know what? You guys you're taxing me through the nose. You don't care.
Yep.
So
gotta go.
And it's funny because one dude up there recently online called me an isolationist because I said I don't think we should be involved in Ukraine or Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, you're just an isolationist. And I was like, yeah, that's why I moved out to a fucking mountaintop in the middle of Appalachia, nowhere, West Virginia. It's an hour to Walmart. Like, yeah, I want to be left the fuck alone. I don't think it's my problem what's going on with someone else for the most part. Granted, Americans need help. I'm willing to help. I'm willing to even dig in my pocket and pay taxes to help Americans. But why am I helping everyone on the damn planet? And that brings up the Democrats used to call us the world police, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now Trump's pulling back saying we shouldn't do this. And now, like, we need to be involved. So do you want to be the world police or not?
And then there's Trump saying that he just signed an executive order saying flag burning was illegal.
Something about this bothers me, and it's the fact that they made it illegal to burn the Israeli flag in the United States before the American flag.
But not the American flag.
Yeah.
And Supreme Court's already come out and said that the American flag can be burned.
Yeah.
What I heard was the commentary I heard on this was that he's targeting the riots that come after the American flag is burned.
Well, here's the big thing is in your backyard, you can burn the flag. In your front yard, you burn the flag. If you walk out in the street and light a fire, you've committed a crime. Doesn't matter if it's the flag you're burning or not.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that people don't understand. It's like, you do realize that arson is a crime. Like, that fire can spread.
Yeah.
It can spread fast.
Up in flames.
Burning's not the right word, but technically it's true. I have burned an American flag, but it wasn't in protest.
I have too, but it was a member of the VFW as returning flags.
Yep, I retired a flag that was worn and tattered, and I put it to rest before I hoisted a new flag. And we held a whole ceremony.
Yeah, we do that with the VFW like 2 or 3 times a year because we got people bringing the flags, donating us to them, the flags to return them
properly, right? Yep.
Uh-huh.
And they're usually either worn or tattered. Occasionally, you might get one that touched the ground.
We don't know that. We just know. We're just assuming worn and tattered.
Yeah. Yeah, and how many Americans know how to fold the flag properly?
Not enough. I got an Air Force guy that's under me in command that just took the American flag off the flag and threw it in the retirement box without folding it.
Ooh.
I'm like, that's
Really?
not how it works.
Did you address him about this?
Yeah, I'm like, you take the American flag, you can throw the other flags away. They're on the flagpole when they're retired, but the American flag needs to be folded up and put away. And I'm gonna have to do that soon because it's still. I saw it in the box today, all wadded up in a ball. So,
Wow, that is truly disrespectful.
yep,
And this is someone who served and was willing to
he's,
die for that
he's
flag.
still on active duty.
Oh my God.
Air Force.
Yeah, I understand Air Force, but it almost makes you wonder if you should contact his command and let his CO know
No,
that you don't want to snitch on him.
no,
Well, you know his CO will tear him a new one, right?
probably.
Probably. It depends. I don't know. We
Could be
saw
a
that
liberal,
one.
be a liberal CO.
I was saying we saw that one CO in the Air Force. Oh no, it was the Army who turned around the pictures of the President of the United States in her off in the office.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Biden? They turned the
No,
Biden pictures around.
It was of Trump.
Oh.
And it's like, you have to have the picture of the president here, right? It's like, oh, it's there. It's like, yeah, you turned it around backwards.
Fired immediately.
Yeah, oh no, she lost her job.
Yeah.
And it didn't even have to get to Trump. The Air Force handled that. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, the Army handled that. They're like, no, nope, nope.
Yeah.
You are in no position to be a commanding officer if this is what you're doing.
I mean, you don't have to agree with them publicly, but or privately, but publicly you got to show a little bit of respect.
Well, yeah, you can disagree with the actions of the President of the United States, but you can't go out there and publicly speak out. You do not have First Amendment rights in the United States military. Because you can be told, no, you're not going to church today.
No.
You can be told you're not allowed to say that. Shit. The Marines only have one uniform they're allowed to wear off base,
No, really?
Yeah. I'm sorry, no, two. They can wear their dress blues, and then they're like, what we would call working dress uniform. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the khakis.
Mhm.
But yeah, you get caught in your BDUs and you're in the Marines out in town, you're fucked.
Well, every other branch of the service lets BDUs be worn everywhere.
I don't know, honestly. I
know the Navy people are, and the Army and the Air Force, they're allowed to go grocery shopping, go to the bank, anything that they need to do on the way home now in their BDUs.
Now, is that just because the Navy doesn't care enough to enforce it?
No, because there's actually a set rule in place. The Army started it, the Air Force followed, and now the Navy followed it.
So I remember being told I could wear my NWUs to drive to and from work, and I could stop for gas.
Nope, it's all exchanged now. You see everybody in their fatigues everywhere now.
But I thought the BDUs were stupid. Like, for real, like, camouflage. Tell you what, buddy, if I fall over the side of a fucking ship, I don't want to blend in with the water.
You're gonna, because you're wearing blue.
Well, I was wearing my coveralls.
That's still gonna blend in with the water.
I know, but at least my coveralls were a flotation device.
No, your dungarees were, not your coveralls.
Coveralls, you open up the zipper, you pump air and hold them tight, and you got a bubble of air on your back, keeps you above water.
When I went to boot camp back in the day, we had to tie the knots off on our dungarees and use them as a flotation device.
Yeah, as a life vest, yeah. And your Dixie cup could be a flotation device too.
It could, but they don't have those anymore.
No, you still have a Dixie cup. It's just, when was
the last time anyone's... the ship.
Well, technically speaking,
you're wearing a ball cap.
Technically speaking, you could wear your Dixie cup in your utilities.
Oh, yeah. How many people are doing that?
Nobody did, but you could. The ball cap was so much more comfortable. Get the sun out of your eyes.
Ball caps can also be used as a flotation device.
Yeah, I still think it's hilarious. I still think it's hilarious that I went sailing with Brian a handful of times, and I wore my Dixie cup inside out like Gilligan.
Yeah.
And I think it was like the third or fourth time. He's like, I just realized that's a Dixie cup on your head.
I'm the skipper, you're Gilligan.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was the whole idea. I was like, I'm wearing my sailor's hat out sailing, right? You know what? I loved wearing that sucker with the brim pulled down, though. It's you got to admit, one, it looks cool, right?
Kind of.
And Here we go, Guapo. When you were serving, did you have a fleet roll or sea wings on your Dixie cup?
Oh, it was kind of straight. I never messed with it that much. I didn't want to ruin
You
it.
just threw it on.
Yeah, to make sure it wasn't
Oh,
damaged or stuff. Like iron it, but nothing.
my dress uniform I took very seriously. I kept that sucker immaculate.
Mm,
Like I cornstarched it
uh-huh.
and ironed in the the
Military
fleet
creases.
stripes or whatever they call them.
Military creases.
Yeah, the creases. I ironed them in with
Yeah,
cornstarch.
I
But you
had
did.
those.
I did that with my dress and utility uniform too, though. You
Mm.
know,
I had the. You know what uniform they need to bring back? It was good. The CNTs.
I don't know which one that is.
It's like the chief, like the chief uniform, like the material, but for E6 and below.
Nope.
What?
No, don't
The
know what you're talking
CNTs?
about.
This is almost like a dress white material, but instead of
It,
like the cotton short sleeve, is
The
like
CNTs.
CNTs.
well, I don't know. Is that like you're working whites?
Yes,
Yeah,
working
yeah,
whites.
dress whites.
Oh, okay.
Like, well, you work whites, yeah, but
They're
instead of
working whites. Yeah.
yeah, it's like
You didn't wear a tie with that one, right? The working blues you did.
the what?
Nah, you
The
don't have
work
to wear a
blue,
tie
yeah.
with the whites.
No, the white now. See, there was like a short sleeve, cotton, white, all whites, but it's not like the long sleeve. It's just a short sleeve.
Yeah, yeah. These summer.
Yeah, summer
Uh,
whites.
I remember actually, I was allowed to wear that or my working blues when I was doing when I was TPU I don't even remember what TPU stands for.
Right, working in it.
Well,
Temporary public personnel unit. TPU.
something like that.
Yeah.
It was when I was had my brain broken after my surgery.
Mhm.
I could wear that or my working blues when I was doing brig escort. Tell you what, dude, you don't ever want to do brig escort. One, you feel like a jackass pulling guys out of a holding cell in shackles
Uh,
to bring them to the exchange so they can get a uniform to go to court, then bring them to court.
Mhm.
But do you know what you got to do when you take someone in or out of the brig?
Scriptures.
Cavity search. I'm not kidding you. I had to perform cavity searches. I was like, this job sucks. And I remember I was taking the guy to court. It was
I
the first time.
documented that for prisoner of war.
Yeah, there you go. I remember the first time I ever transported someone for brig escort. I was taking him to court martial. And I had my working blues on. And I wore my Dixie cup with that and not that stupid taco hat. And I remember the guy at the brig, the CO was there, like whatever, and he said, hey, you want to take that tie off, shipmate? I was like, sir, it's part of my uniform. It's inappropriate to not have it. And he goes, this man is going to trial for murder. Do you really want something around your neck, tied to your neck that he can grab a hold of? And I was like, good point, sir. Oh man, I only did that for a couple weeks before they found another position for me. But oh man. Yeah, you felt just, I don't know, it felt terrible to take these guys in and out of basically prison, you know?
Where are we at on the military?
The Abbey Gate.
All right.
He is officially recognizing the 13 that died in the Abbey Gate incident, which we brought up earlier with the withdrawal of Afghanistan, leaving all of our assets behind. 13 service members died, were killed.
Yep.
And he's holding an official whatever.
Remembrance.
Yeah, which isn't going to be a national holiday, but it's still going to be a hey, by the way, this happened, you know?
Yep.
And Joe just had to accelerate when we were pulling out of Afghanistan. So it was his accomplishment, not Donald's, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. The
And we're
backfire.
gonna do it on 9/11. So it's exactly so many years. You know what? That doesn't matter, dude. You left billions of dollars of technology behind and weaponry.
For the longest time, the Taliban were using it too.
Yeah, until until they
Broke
used it up
down.
or it got destroyed.
Yep.
Oh, we lost a sailor at sea.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, look at that. I didn't realize Mike was taking a class on Revelations.
Yep. From Hillsdale College.
I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure the Catholic Church doesn't recognize Revelations officially.
Interesting. I'd have to see the Catholic Bible.
It's in the Bible. It's Catholic uses the St. James Bible. St. James, right?
King James.
You've got
King
extra
James, I'm sorry.
You got extra books in your Bible compared to me.
I do?
Yes. The Catholic Bible has extra books in the Bible compared to the normal Christian Bible.
Well, and you also have extra verses in the Lord's Prayer.
Okay.
Well, I believe you say something along the "For thine is the kingdom." Oh, how does the Lord's Prayer end when you do it? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. We ended at deliver us from evil.
Okay.
Well, my father was Lutheran. He had an extra verse at the end of that.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah. I don't remember what it all was. You probably should if you say the extra part.
Normally I could, but there's been a couple of drinks happening tonight.
All right. Do you know the Hail Mary?
No, we don't do that.
You don't Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
No, that's
Blessed
a
is the fruit of
Catholic
thy
thing.
womb.
That's totally a Catholic thing.
Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and the hour of our death.
No.
Okay.
I attended a Catholic funeral.
No, but that was fun, huh?
I got a lot of exercise. An hour and a half later, I got to eat the food that was prepared for us, almost made it worth it.
Yeah, I will give you. Oh,
I didn't do communion though because
you're not Catholic.
No, I'm not, and I'm not going to drink out of the same cup as like 20,000 other people that were there for the funeral.
I don't do the wine, even in church.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
But yeah, not being Catholic was,
you guys like to sip out of the same cup?
Yeah, a Catholic.
No, where I used to dip the oyster.
Yeah, where I go to church normally, they give you a little piece of bread, you dip it into the grape juice. It's not wine, but grape juice.
Oh, we have wine.
Well, good for you.
My church, every church I've ever been to has wine that everyone drinks.
Yeah, because you're Catholic. And then I love how the priest drinks it all at the end. Man,
yes, he has to finish it. Well,
I want to be a priest just for that reason right there.
Oh, communion wine is not good.
It's sweet and stuff, and you have to water it down. They got water.
But yeah, you can't leave the blood of Christ.
No, the blood of Christ cannot be left behind. Yeah, I know.
And it makes sense when you put it that way, right?
Yeah. So what about this Army reservist who was dropped from his role over a post about Israel?
He ran his mouth about the policies of the United States military. Like we were already saying, you don't get to say that kind of stuff.
No.
If you're in the service. So he's done. But check this out. Kim Jong-un is going with Vladimir Putin to see Xi Jinping. Say that 3 times fast, right?
I thought Kim Jong-un was North Korea.
He is.
And they're going to North Korea.
No, they're going to China.
Oh, okay.
Putin and Kim Jong-un going to China.
Okay. Yeah. For a military parade.
Xi Jinping.
Yeah. Xi Jinping in China.
Yeah.
Well, this just goes to show that our sanctions on Russia ain't working.
Well, what do you mean? How is that going to stop Putin from going to China? They border.
Well, if our saints were really doing their job, Putin wouldn't still be dictator, and the 3 countries wouldn't be like collaborating together on a regular basis.
Well, see, that's the thing is they are coming together. This parade is a symbol against NATO, basically. And granted, I do not want to get into a war with China and Russia.
No,
North Korea does not impress me.
no.
Uh,
They can't even fire satellites into the air.
yeah, exactly. Oh, we got nukes. Yeah, we got to drop it from a plane like fucking World War II United States, right?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, anyone within range of a bomber of them that they can pass the radar, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right?
Yeah.
But I got a feeling I could get a militia together here in West Virginia that could take out North Korea.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
We probably have better weapons than them, honestly. By the way, I'm going to a gun show in a week in 2 weeks. Actually, yeah, next weekend. Now, maybe it is 2 weeks. I'm not sure. I'm going to buy myself a 308 rifle for hunting. That's why I'm taking a hunter's education course.
All right.
Well, I like venison. My eldest daughter loves it. So deer hunting, right?
Only two of you out of 4.
Yeah, that's actually my mother-in-law will eat venison too.
Okay.
But dear God, I'm hoping by the time I get a deer, she's not in my house.
I thought she bought a house next door.
They haven't moved out yet, so they haven't even. That's why I told them it's like start the paperwork now. It's not quick.
No,
Especially
it seems like that's a
at,
whole West Virginia thing, you know.
Well, just in general, not buying a house isn't quick, and I had extenuating circumstances, and you know that.
Yep.
I mean, guy literally died halfway through signing the papers, and it went into escrow and caused the whole thing. But check this out: the guy next to her, next to the house she's buying, almost got himself killed the other day. It's a 55-mile-an-hour road that coal trucks and lumber trucks are coming down at 55 miles an hour.
That's a bad idea.
Well, he likes to drive at 20 miles an hour because he's like 86. Truck almost killed him. Luckily, the guy nailed his horn in the big rig and went around, got out of the way. I was like, shit. Anyway, the guy's daughter's trying to get him out of the house, either down in the community or into a home, which will kill him, and you know it.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, shit, I might buy his house. 3 properties in a row.
Do not monopoly over there.
Hey, I can buy up land, no problem. And if I between our place, the place next to us that the mother-in-law is getting, and then the place next to that, we're looking at something like 10 acres.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Go hunting in my own yard, which technically I can do now, but yeah, I feel bad for this poor man Thurman. He almost died last year. He cut down a tree, and he's way too old to do this. Well, it landed on him, and I'm surprised. I'm shocked it didn't kill him. But I understand he wants his independence, but the poor man cannot take care of himself. He's going to get himself killed, and even worse, on the road, he might kill someone else. You know. But anyway, back on topic here. But yeah, they go on this military parade. Like as a show of force against NATO. China is nuclear, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Russia obviously is. They're the number 2 nuclear force on the planet. Arguably, they might be number 1, depending on how you're. They got more than we do, and they have bigger bombs than we do. They're just not nearly as accurate.
And they're sending warships near Alaska.
Yeah.
On a patriotic mission.
Yeah, it's funny because they're calling it a patriotic mission, something to do with Ukraine. And as long as they're in international waters, we're not going to do anything about it.
No.
But Canada and the United States have called off something they were doing somewhere. I want to say Baltic, Mediterranean, somewhere in that region. I'm not sure where exactly they were, but they've already called it off, and they brought their ships over basically next to the Russian ships Like, just, hey, we're here too.
Yeah.
And talk trash about how Russia hasn't crushed Ukraine yet. One, the entire freaking world is funding Ukraine to fight this war and giving them weapons, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about this numerous times.
Yeah. Russia's not expending all of their force, and Russian naval power is not a joke. They're not nearly close to the American naval power, but they're projecting worldwide power, especially in the Arctic region, which most of Alaska would count as, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of people say, "Well, what good is the Arctic?" Well, you can get to Russia from Russia to the United States real quick across the Arctic instead of going the long way across the Pacific, right?
Oh, Atlantic.
Well, yeah, to get to the Atlantic, they have to go either through a canal or around Africa.
Yeah.
That's not quick either, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with this convicted person that Mexico wants them to share the $15 billion with their country's poorest people?
El Chapo's business partner.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, we picked him up in the United States and excuse me, seized about $15 billion from this guy, right?
Damn.
And Mexico is demanding Sheinbaum. Sheinbaum is the president of Mexico.
Oh yeah, a very Mexican name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, not Israeli at all. Is demanding a cut of this to help the poor people in Mexico.
Yeah, like it's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's gonna make it to the
It's
poor
gonna
people in
get
Mexico.
there. You gotta have faith.
Not straight into the hands of the cartel.
Right.
We asked Mexico if we could use military troops to take out the cartel, and she told us no. So we waited till he was in the States and picked him up and said, boom, you're going to prison just like El Chapo, because Mexico will do nothing to stop the cartels because the cartel runs the country.
Mm-hmm.
So I say we don't share a fucking dime of this money with Mexico.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, I say we take it all and put it into stopping more drug trade coming through Mexico into the United States. If you want drugs in the United States, do what everyone else does and grow your own. I mean, drugs are bad, okay?
Drugs are bad. Of
course, marijuana is very different than like cocaine, meth, heroin, et cetera, et cetera. It's very different. That's why Trump's even talking about declassifying it as a Class A narcotic. It's in the same category as crack cocaine right now.
Yeah, it's been that way forever.
I know, it's ridiculous. And you know it is. Like, beer is more dangerous than marijuana. You shouldn't smoke pot and drive. You shouldn't drink beer and drive. Right?
So what's up with this homeowner that actually charged with assault after fighting an alleged intruder?
Okay. Guy broke into this dude's house in Canada, right? With a weapon, by the way.
It's Canada.
Yes. But you tell me this won't happen in a liberal state?
No, I'm just saying that different rules,
Canadian.
different country.
Well, yes, true. But this man, the homeowner, fought off the invader and injured the invader, and he's being charged with assault. And even the premier of the province, which is basically the governor here, is like, what the hell are you guys doing? It's like someone broke into his house. He can't defend his house, and they're still going to charge this guy.
Yeah.
Well, just like Massachusetts, for example.
Not politically correct.
Well, someone breaks into your house in Massachusetts, you have a legal obligation to flee your home. And if you cannot flee your home and you are stuck in a corner and cannot get out, then you're allowed to defend yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insane.
West Virginia, all I have to do is say, get off my property and I can fire if they don't leave.
Fire away.
Well, yeah, I'm not just going to shoot people. Technically speaking, they have to be a threat, but not leaving your property when you say go away is considered a threat because what are you still doing here, right? This is mine.
I was think I listened to those guys. We were listening to, and apparently some state you can like duel people. Like, hey, you want to go fight about it, and the cops can interfere in the fight.
Yeah, yes,
Combat.
Georgia.
No, like well, somewhere in
No,
Ohio.
Oregon,
Oh, yeah.
which is weird because Oregon's very, very left. But if you guys want to have a fist fight, you can call the cops, have the cops come and basically referee.
Mm-hmm.
And once someone's done fighting, the fight's over. You can't just pound them when they're down.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not when you say duel, people think like guns,
No, fist fight.
but you can have a fist fight if two consenting adults can consent to a fist fight on the street.
Mhm.
But you must have a police officer there to like basically make sure it's fair and everything.
Damn, man, that
I'm
would
not
be
necessarily
really.
against that.
No, not either. But that would teach people a lesson, you know. You
But
know, like
yeah, like, hey man, you fucked my wife. It's like, oh fuck you. It's like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
yeah, let's
Hold
go
on, let me
fight
call
about
the
it.
cops. Let me call the cops. Hey man, this guy banged my wife. Oh, you want
Imagine
me to
being the
what?
cop is like, yeah, like, I got to Wyatt. I wanna see
I
videos
would
of this,
volunteer for
dude.
that job.
Dude, I wanna see videos and shit, you know.
Yeah, I would volunteer for that job. It's like, okay. No, can you imagine being the cop though? It's like the guy calls me, hey man, this guy banged my wife. It's like, so you want me to come there and referee a fist fight? Yes. Okay. I'll be there at 1300. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily against it. Two consenting adults want to beat the crap out of each other. As long
Yeah.
as once the fight's over, it's over. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I think that would put a lot of people back in the place, you know.
Well, just like you don't see a whole lot of violent crime in West Virginia, and when you do, it's almost always drug stuff.
Yeah.
Because these folks know that everyone is packing a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm gonna come in there and just punch you in the mouth. All right, you'll get away with one punch in the mouth. I'll hit you back. Once you start getting the upper hand on me, if you start the fight, you're probably getting shot. You know, not saying it's good to shoot people, but you come in here and just start pummeling me. I'm not gonna let you beat me unconscious because one, I might die. Two, if I'm unconscious, you can just take my weapon and kill me or my family. You know. Here we go. Lisa Cook. I didn't know this name until recently. Apparently, she worked for the Federal Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
She,
she says she still has a job with the Federal Reserve.
okay, well, apparently she lost some job she had with them. Trump took her out of office.
Yeah, she's fighting that.
Hmm.
He took her out of office for mortgage fraud because she claimed two different primary residences on two different homes in two different states.
Why do we keep seeing this come up with the Democrats?
I don't know. It seems like a common theme for them.
Letitia James, the
Yeah.
one who charged Trump for a similar thing,
Yeah.
who ran on "I'm going to get Trump," which, dear God, could you imagine running for office as an attorney general and saying, "I'm going to go after this one person"?
Right.
And Shifty Shift.
Adam Schiff,
Yeah. Well, he's shifty.
now senator of California.
That man needs to grow a chin. He looks like a turtle. Turtle. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Guapo is for abolishing the Fed. I used to be, but like, what are you gonna do to replace the Federal Reserve?
All right. You know what's the purpose of the Fed? What's the main job?
Well, who has authority
controlling
over the Fed? Does
Us.
Trump have the ability to fire people?
That's an excellent question. It's a private bank.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So it control the currency, and when was established?
I don't
Oh,
know.
geez.
You guys do this thing. I don't.
I want to
care
say.
about the
I
Federal
want to
Reserve.
say.
1913, December 1913.
Okay, so.
And
You're talking about right before the. No, this is right after the collapse of the stock market, right?
1920s.
What happened in 1912? Oh, Jesus Christ, World War One.
No, 1930s.
That's World War II.
Yeah, 1920s up to the World War
1911 was at the beginning of the Great War, I believe.
Yeah,
When Franz Ferdinand, the Archduke of the Balkans, was assassinated.
In Bosnia?
Maybe. I'm not sure
I
where, but
know.
that's where
I've
the
been
term
there, done
balkanization
that.
comes from.
I was there. I actually crossed that bridge.
There you go. There you go. Brian is revealing his true age. He was there
I
when
was
the
not there
Archduke
the
was
day he was
assassinated.
assassinated. I was there decades after the fact. Is there anything else you want to talk about on this show? We've been going for almost
I know,
2.5
forever.
hours.
Well, I do like to bring up crimes against children on the show because I think this should be something that everyone knows about.
All right.
Oklahoma, an 11-year-old girl was forced to give birth in her home before she was brought to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out that the father was her stepdad. He is being charged, obviously, and the mother is being charged for basically helping.
Letting it happen. Was she an
Apparently,
active participant in the conception?
An 11-year-old does not have the authority to give consent.
I'm talking about the mother.
Well, the mother at least looked the other way. How's that? Knowing what was going on. This offends the fuck out of me. Again, I typically don't like the death penalty, but if this guy was sentenced to death, I would not object. How's that?
Right. And then there's Cracker Barrel. The rage.
We skipped it, didn't we, last week?
No, it's on leftovers.
Well, it kind of like flip all over, like back again on Tuesday.
Well, I'm saying we skipped them changing
Most
their logo.
Stores have not changed their logo. Everybody freaked out about it. They decided to go back to the old logo, which means they're not going to spend nearly as much money as they were changing the logo. They're saving money in this process.
Oh,
and it got them into the news for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but they lost $400 million of net worth.
They'll get it back.
Yeah, and you know what? Buy the dip.
Did you?
I did not, because it's still like $45 a share or something like that. But I might actually. And it's funny because I almost did as soon as they did this, I was like, it's gonna come back. Either they're gonna go bankrupt, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, then they went back to their original logo. And it's funny because the CEO came out, I was like, oh, I've got nothing but good feedback about this. Like, who are you talking to? I was like, even Gavin Newsom came out and said this was a terrible idea.
Yeah. Now there's Cracker Barrel jokes going all around the world.
Oh, geez. I had one that was the new Cracker Barrel logo that said Chapter 11 in the middle instead of Cracker Barrel.
No. Anything else you want to talk about?
Well, here's the thing is, I guess they thought it was racist because they wanted to get rid of the old man and his barrel of crackers.
Yeah, well.
So, yeah.
The public disagreed.
Well, yeah, did you see the stuff they had that the ones that they had converted, the insides of them looked like a Friendlies.
Yeah, that was horrible.
White walls, super bright, nothing like on the walls. Like, where's the old antique knickknacks? And by the way, Cracker Barrel is supposed to be like dark, like almost no lighting, right?
Yeah.
And they were talking about changing the
menu. I even saw recently where they were saying that that peg game that they play, that's racist too.
How is that racist?
I don't know, but it was. I saw it.
Oh my god! See, again, the Democrats have to drop this "everything is racist" idea. Like, you can't just not. Well, because there wasn't a black peg.
I don't know. I didn't read that much into the article. It's like I don't really care that much.
It's funny because I used to play that peg game at my grandmother's house growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu. She's getting a lot of flack right now, and they're talking about starting an investigation because like 6 or 7 of her city employees have been arrested for committing crimes.
Oh,
that happens.
And I think we've covered all of them, believe it or not. We've been on top of this, like, oh yeah, this one got busted for embezzling and then resigned. This one got didn't one of them was involved in a murder? She drove the getaway car. Oh, yeah, she drove the getaway car, right? I didn't know he was going to kill him. It's like, well, you're not supposed to drive him to safety after he murders somebody. And two MLB pitchers are facing possible expulsion for life from the MLB for sports betting.
They didn't learn from
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. He had to die for 10 years before they allowed him to be voted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, a couple others apparently have been kicked out for that, but Pete Rose is the famous one because like he had like the record for batting average for years, didn't he?
Yeah, he should definitely be in the MLB Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's still not in the Hall of Fame yet.
No, but he's eligible now, so
Yeah.
it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and I know you don't want to talk about what Swift, Taylor Swift, and
fuck me, no.
Hold on, and Travis Kelce are engaged. Now, here's the thing: is that people were still saying she's this hardcore liberal. Well, this guy has come out MAGA.
Yeah.
And well, liberals hate MAGA. So I don't think she's a hardcore liberal.
I don't think she is either. I think it's all a persona she put on to get more ticket sales.
To sell records. Yep. I don't care that they're getting married. I just want to point out that, like, you need to leave him. He's a Trump supporter, and she's marrying him instead. Is this going to cost her ticket sales?
No.
Not right away.
Oh, just like
maybe once she's married to him and it's been a while. I think
just like the NFL is not going to lose viewers over these cheerleaders, right?
The male cheerleaders, I think they might.
You're going to stop watching football because of it?
I'm not a Minnesota Vikings fan, so I don't care about the male cheerleaders.
What about the Patriots or what? 12?
I'm not a Patriots fan either. I'm a Lions fan.
Yeah, but you're going to watch the game that they're playing against them, right?
No.
No, okay, so maybe they will lose viewers. But anything else and anything you want to talk about, Brian?
No.
All right. Let's pinch this giant turd off because, dear God, it certainly stinks. Flush it.
Flushing away.